I'm very careful these days.
Okay,
Yeah.
that works.
Wrong bottle.
Right.
People are weird. And dungeons.
So, this is Ed, who is playing Tevon's first time on the stream. He was not here last week, so
My
You may
apologies.
have heard his name screamed at every single guard.
More or less.
where's Tevon? Where's Tevon? I need to know where Tevon is.
I described
Yeah.
him to the guards. I
don't
didn't scream
know.
his name.
Fia is like a desperate wife who's lost her husband.
No, more like sort of like person who's lost her big
Stalker.
brother. No.
Child. It's more like a mother who's lost a child in this case.
Yeah,
She lost his
yeah,
man-child.
that's true. That's true. It's
Well,
like,
Tevon is older than Fia, so
but you're
That's only
still,
because
you're
he's
still,
an
like,
elf, though.
you're still the teen mom, though. Probably.
Anyway,
Unfortunately, as is the case with a game of 8 people, there tends to be somebody absent at some time or other, and our Dragonborn, Rennie, is not able to be with us. So we'll find something interesting to happen to her as the stream goes on.
she's
Okay,
intimidated.
so we are back now in Ele'thias. It is the town of Fisherman's Wharf, and you guys have had a full night's rest. Tavon, you have recovered from basically passing out of exhaustion inside of the temple of the Elthean Pantheon in town.
right.
And as you guys wake up, you see that there is a notice on the door that says the following: due to foodborne illness, the cafeteria cannot be used today. Therefore, you will have to go down to the Jagged Hook to get your meals.
Oh yay!
Signed, of course, your favorite gnome, Will High, at the bottom. So, yeah. So apparently you're gonna have to get your meals elsewhere. There's also a notice that says that that all guards must report to the front of the town hall for assignments by 9 o'clock in the morning, and that's also very underlined and circled and
Very important.
arrow pointing at it. 9 o'clock. You can tell somebody was
I'm going to
pretty
check my
obnoxious.
handy-dandy watch
So,
that I don't
yeah.
basically a small man trying to seem important.
Yes, exactly. And there is a sundial in the town, so you guys will be able to tell what time it is.
Fair enough.
So that's important. So, with that, you guys get to decide again. Tavon, you wake up inside of the temple. There are several people attending you. They give you breakfast, and you're visited by the priest who checks on your condition and makes sure you're okay. And says you're allowed to leave whenever you feel like you're capable of, and that your party that you arrived with, or you didn't arrive with, the party that was looking for you.
It's claimed me. As
Yes, exactly.
Well, technically only I claimed him.
Yeah, well, the crazy half-elf.
Well, this is
female running around.
starting to sound like something else.
Yeah, running around. They're currently at the barracks in town. So, and he gives you a little bit of instructions on how to get there. So, with that, we'll start in the barracks and go.
What time is it?
This is the following morning, I assume.
It's
Yeah.
early morning, probably around 7.
Yeah,
6:37.
before I do anything, I'm getting ready and I'm going to the church, to the temple where Tevon is.
Hey,
Hi.
do you want me to go with you?
Sure, if you want to come along, go.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's go. I need
Alright.
to say my prayers, and I prefer to do that in the temple.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I'm just gonna like tell the others that I'm gonna look for my friend and be back later. And
Do let us know when you find your lost love.
Your fucking voice, man. It's so annoying. Yes. Yeah.
It fits the character. I think it's fine.
It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Show me.
It's absolutely amazing, but it's very annoying. Anyhow, okay. Yeah, sure. I head off.
Right.
So I'll
Well,
go get our assignment and we'll meet back here, okay?
Alrighty, Chief. We'll meet you here.
Okay, so Fia and
Don't call me
Victor... Fia
Sorry,
and,
Hadrid.
Fia and John are going to the temple. Is anybody else can go with them?
No.
No?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Pudding,
yes.
Oh god.
are you
Pudding
going to the
will-
temple?
Trot along behind them.
Okay.
Oh god. Hell.
So you three are headed off to the temple. What did the rest of you do?
I'll go with the Abe to get assignments.
Yeah, well, that's not going to be still in about 2 hours yet, I believe. That to be reporting at
Well,
9
it's,
a.m.
you have to report by then. You
Yeah.
can probably go before.
Yeah.
Before we go anywhere, Kronos is going to try to pull Hader aside a little bit from whatever other gods or something like that might be, just to have a little conversation.
Okay.
What's on your mind?
So then, I take it you are set on assisting this town.
Yeah.
Very well. I had my mind on taking my leave, but certain recent developments I have discovered have a bit changed my mind. I thought these people were simply fools who had elected their own doom. But after studying the mark we were placed with last night, it appears to be a significantly powerful enchantment of divination, something I feel unusual for people of this sort to have their hands on.
That is very strange and concerning. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. I never would have noticed it.
This coming from the
Looks,
group of people who are planning on skinning their hands.
As you guys are saying this, Rennie walks by and goes, I'm gonna go eat breakfast, and then walks out.
Sounds like a good idea.
I'll just look over at Ada again. Well, anyway, once you decide what you choose to do with it, you may count on my assistance. And then Kronos just walks after Renee to get breakfast as well.
Okay, so Kronos and Rennie and Tef? No.
No.
and Rennie both go to get breakfast, and you two were going to go to the town hall, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Breakfast-
We'll
Breakfast after assignment.
We'll go over to the temple
Hey.
where you. By the way, Tavon,
yes.
what are you doing?
Well, after waking up, probably rather suddenly, like, where am I? It's probably
Anyway.
yes. Waking up inside usually is a little bit different for Tavan. He's a very outdoorsy person,
Right.
and so obviously his staff is nearby. So he suddenly grabs
Yes.
that the moment he wakes
Yes.
up and looks around. And goes, ah. He looks at the priest who's sitting near him and goes, oh, who was helping him out, and probably goes something along the lines of, how long was I out?
Oh, it's okay. You weren't out very long, but one of my attendants did find you in the street. We couldn't leave you there. But yes,
Yes.
You were out all night. Your friend came by to visit you. She had been frantically searching for you, apparently.
He gives a quick smile, sort of immediately recognizing friend,
That's
frantic
me.
act.
That's me.
Yeah, this
Who
has
else
happened-
could it be?
This has probably happened a couple of times before.
Yeah.
Where he's
Yeah.
vanished, got in some trouble, and she's turned up, probably like, what's happened? Where's he gone? So yeah, he sort of, he goes, smiles and nods, goes, thank you. I just tries
Of
starts
course.
to use his staff to lever himself off the bed.
As soon as you are ready to go, we left you breakfast. As soon as you're ready to go, you may do so. And you should be fine. Any type of ailment that you suffered, You did. I don't know if you remember this or not, but you were saying something along the lines of he destroyed the ship. He brought it down. It was something that you kept mumbling as you were going through the town. And, like I said, one of my attendants watched you collapse. Do you have any idea what you were just saying?
Tivan thinks back, and he sort of remembers vaguely sort of being on the ship, and then a certain person doing a certain thing, which I have a little bit more detail of, but it's
Right.
not worth sharing at this point.
Right.
And then I go, yes. It's almost as if Tivan recalls that bit of recent stuff. He goes, yes, I know what I mean. It's no concern of yours, but thank you for the food.
Oh, of course, of course. Like I said, you may leave whenever you wish, and thank you. And then he walks out.
Tivan sort of just inclines his head slightly, then heads to wherever food is, and just
there's a tray of food right next to your bed.
Oh,
They
he
brought it
walks
to you.
2 inches, and grabs whatever's on there and just consumes it very quickly. Is it water they brought with it, or would they brought like an ale or something?
Yes, they brought a water, and there is also some milk.
He drinks the water. He doesn't go for the milk, because knowing humans, they probably haven't done it properly, and it's full of poisons. But he eats the food as sparingly as he can. If it looks like it's been heavily cooked, he doesn't eat it as much. But yeah, he eats what he can, and then he leaves the rest and sort of heads outside. It sort of doesn't acknowledge any of the assistants or the sub priest or anybody else. He just starts walking outside. He's got a bit of a hitch in his step, obviously, after the injury, and sort of is probably walking out of the temple about the same time that Fear and I think it's Fear and John are coming.
John and Pudding, as you guys are walking up, you see Tapon coming out of the temple.
I run towards him.
He's probably looking down, sort of using his stuff, looks up at the sort of breath and goes,
Several
Use
of the
your
people
staff to
walking
repel
by
her.
are
his stuff just, he almost it looks like he's bracing himself. He just sort of
I'm
smiles
not-
as he sees
Yeah,
Fear.
I'm not gonna like jump you or anything. I'm just gonna
No.
like happy like really happy smile on her face, going, "Hi, how are you doing? I was worried. Are you alright? Are you alright?"
I think one thing I will say is that Tivan probably converses a lot of times with Fear in Elvish.
in Elvish.
rather
Yeah,
than
I would have. Sorry, I would have said that in Elvish.
No, well, it's just because they both speak Elvish, so she would probably say that. He'd reply, "I'm fine, Osele. It's been he looks like he's moving his muscles a little bit, like he's like cramped up badly, and it's like, well, I will be fine in any case. What? Why are you here? I thought you'd gone on ahead of us."
Why would I leave you back here? Anyways, I need to brief you on a couple of things. A couple of other survivors, and I
He's
like,
looking.
point.
When you say that, he also looks past you and sort of
Yeah.
looks at the other two.
And John is just waving, saying hi.
Yeah, and I like whisper to him. He's a little weird, that one. Yeah, but a couple of other survivors, we've sort of like grouped up, and yeah, it's probably best if we like meet up, cause yeah, and like I'd probably take him to that tavern, like the Jagged Hook, to get my breakfast as well, and on the way I would then brief him on what has happened, like that the city is closed down, nobody can leave, and the whole situation with us joining the guards as well.
Right.
Okay.
So Tivan will sort of, when John waves, he will literally just incline his head very slightly towards him. Sort of like, I see you there, and then looks straight back at Fear. It doesn't really, unless anyone sort of speaks more to him, he just goes back to talking to Fear, and he will listen to whatever she has to say. He won't interrupt much. He's mainly just used to long sentences, and so he'll just make sure he gets all the information before he makes it. Lots of
Waterfall. What?
Yeah, I was going to say, so after... No, it's how Fear is. So after dealing with that, he will, he won't ask too many questions beyond sort of, Are there many more like this? He sort of inclines his head towards the other two, to
Mm,
Bjorn and
there
Pudding.
are 4 more. And, like, describe theft and hatred and really...
And Vic, and
Cronus.
Cronus. Yeah, I was going to say.
Oh, yes.
No, she doesn't like Cronus. She's pretending Cronus doesn't exist.
Yeah.
So John is gonna step up and say, "Yep, right now you're just like on one big mismatched family, and you're our new member."
Fear kind of
Oh,
looks at him.
Tivan sort of looks down at him. There's a slight look of disgust across his face when you mention that. It's like, what? It's
I
like,
kind of picture him just going like, "Oh no, not another one."
Hey.
after,
And he says that in Elvish.
that's fine. It's going to say, thing is, Tivan's not trying to hide what he's saying. It's his natural language. It's like
Yeah.
if a Chinese person met another Chinese person, they'd speak in Chinese. So if he can understand Elvish, that actually makes his life easier. So he's just sort of thanks. He goes, well, yeah, I look forward to it. Possibly.
Nah, man,
Actually-
don't need to be a
No.
Donnie Downer. Come
Actually,
on.
sorry, I haven't played that correctly. He'd go, well, I'm not sure. he's a lot less, yeah. He's a lot more direct. I have to play a low charisma character. It's hard.
hello, it's just a pain.
So yeah, he just sort of says that, and then he just turns back to Vera and goes, "Shall we?"
Pudding, are you saying anything during this point, or are you just kind of trotting
I'm
along?
just watching this.
Okay.
Very thin, sort of full elf, just wandering around, speaking Elvish.
Yeah, you notice, Tavon, you notice BA, you notice the strange cleric who's, talking like he's never been out in the world a day in his life. And
So
you also
cute.
notice there's this really short halfling trying to keep up with the party. So as you guys are striding along, walking
Like
normally,
jogging.
just those little halflings like, behind you.
I think we're just about maintaining a pace that's slightly too fast. I was gonna say, we're not hurrying, not stepping too quickly. It's just ever so slightly too fast. So, sorry, carry on.
So, Devon, my name's Jean, and I am a cleric of the Magnificent Chord.
And I mutter under my breath, and overhead there's this low rumble of thunder.
He doesn't care for gods all
Yeah,
that much.
I just look around and go, say hi to him for me.
He might be paranoid of thunder because we just crashed in a shipwreck.
I think
Oh,
being a druid and noticing the weather, I think Tivan would be like, let's not. Oh, what was that?
I don't know. That was scary.
Yeah, Tivan will be looking going, this isn't the weather for thunder. It'd just be like either it was a godly thing or someone was being silly. Sorry.
Okay. So, as you guys begin to walk towards the Jagged Hook, and while
Yeah.
you guys are doing that, Abe and Tef, you are approaching the town center. You notice that there's several lines of guards that are standing out there, getting their. A lot of them are already in regiments, and they've been that way for a while. They know their assignment. There is a line for new guards that have not yet received regiments or assignments, etc. And you kind of join that line and so you can start. Go ahead.
Join in the line. Just
Yeah, we're standing
you
in line.
guys talk amongst yourselves, and it is quite a bit of a line. So
If this is sort of rank and file, I would like to be in the middle.
I believe this is just me and James.
yeah, it's just it's just
So
Hadrian
we're not
and
there.
Tef. Yes,
Adrian
correct.
Bucky curses.
Can we climb?
Where's Cuddles?
Good question.
So-
Stables?
Like, did they even let Cuddles into town? Or is he just like sitting outside the gate?
So with Cuddles, you've had to explain to a couple people, who Cuddles is.
Tame, I tell you.
So yeah, you've been instructed to keep Cuddles on a very tight leash,
Oh.
literally, while in town. so
Don't
that,
like
you
that.
know.
I've actually
She-
formed
It
my rope into like a makeshift collar.
Right, and
Just like
so that people
I'm
feel
holding.
easier about it. So
Yeah.
Just use it
Cuddles
as an
is-
excuse to get to the front of the line. Excuse me, taking my panther for a walk here.
That's very common in D&D.
Hey, get out of the way. Panther's hungry.
At least we didn't bring a bear into town.
right. So, but yeah, that's the deal with Cuddles. So, so you guys stand in line a little bit. Finally, after some time, you get to the front and you approach the man who says, "State your name and business."
Hadrid Red Eagle. We signed up yesterday. Need a new assignment.
Oh yes. You are that new. Well, there's a bunch, about 8 of you. No, 7 of you. 7 of you that signed up yesterday. Oh, it's very good. We need a few more reinforcements. Let's see. Most of you seem like you are together today. However, your Dragonborn friend has been assigned to a special assignment.
What special assignment?
The Dragonborn has a specific. We have a specific task in mind due to her special abilities.
Digging latrines.
So, other
Ice
than
cream.
that, yes, you all seem to be in the same assignment. It's interesting. You are actually. They're not giving you an assignment. They're actually letting you choose. That's not normal. So here we go. I'll tell you what they are, and the other recruits will get the other ones. He looks through some papers.
Well, while he's looking through papers, I'm just going to turn to Taft and say, "Yep, this is why you show up early. We're the first ones here. We get the option to choose."
I don't think it's normally like that.
He looks.
I can dream.
Yes. The first option is docks duty. We have people we need to actually patrol the docks. We're concerned that there has been some activity down there that's a little shady. Townmaster has asked us to personally overlook that. Another one, yes, this is a big one. The other option is ration duty. As you know, we are in hard times here at Fisherman's Wharf, and we bring in food and supplies as we can. We distribute them downtown. There's been a little bit of a ruckus here lately, and we could use some assistance in keeping down the masses, so to speak. Nothing violent, just making sure that they are orderly and take their rations as given them. And there's one more here. He looks at. Yes, this one is interesting. There is a cavern. You're going to find it strange, but for some reason, the wharf was built on top of a small set of caverns. And we've had patrols go by a recent cavern, and they have disappeared completely. Haven't heard from them again, especially at night. The townmaster wants a group of people to go in and find out why the caverns are that way. So there you have it. You have three choices. It looks here from, which is much more than most recruits get when they start. So
imagine.
it's up to you.
I imagine we are choosing these tasks out of character. I imagine we are choosing these tasks right now rather than reporting back to the group. And
Yes,
Yeah,
okay.
You have that responsibility at the moment.
So
Yeah.
you're choosing for all of us.
So I'd turn to Hadrig and be like, "I'm fine with the docks, but what do you think?"
The caverns seem the most dangerous, and I think we're the best equipped to deal with them.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm not there.
Taft winning that easy job.
Well, that's what Taft would do.
Yeah, I know.
Exactly.
Easily
The docks
convinced.
are Teft's natural element, basically.
Favorite terrain, docks.
You mean a dockside taverns?
That's a favorite terrain, more of a favorite state of mind.
Darn, I lost
Oh,
my hit
boy.
flask.
Double your favorite terrain bonuses while inside a dockside tavern.
Yes.
That could have been his special ability.
As you're debating this, the man is just staring at you, kind of quizzically, like.
Bucky
is
will
the
just
fun-
poke caverns on the map.
Cavern.
Taverns!
All right, caverns it is. And he stamps the assignment and he gives it to you. There is, as is the case with all new recruits, you will be given a veteran to escort you through the caverns. Let's see, and he looks up the name. Sergeant, pardon me a second. Sergeant Vincent. Sergeant Vincent will be escorting you to the caverns. You are to report there, since the incidents happened at night. This will be a night assignment. You're to report there at 6 p.m. and he gives you instructions about where it is, things, where to find it, and he says that Sergeant Vincent will meet you at the caverns.
Alrighty. So we'll take our orders and retreat back to the barracks where we last saw everybody.
Oh, and then he stamps another piece of paper. Hand this to your dragonborn friend.
Or are we going to have breakfast? Adrig.
I could go for some breakfast.
All right. Well, we'll meet everybody there then.
All right.
Yeah,
I love the
that's
fact
what
that
we're
I
doing.
love the fact that Sab thinks exactly the same thing I was. I know
Hey.
a murder hobo when I see one.
Well, the thing is, the character I'm playing here is definitely not a murder hobo, so I need to restrain myself.
From the natural state of D&Ders.
She's just making her statement to other more murder hobo-like characters.
Yeah.
He's like-
You should see her when we're playing DDO. But anyway, back to the track.
All right. So after all this occurs, everybody meets inside the Jagged Hook for breakfast, and Lug Dog brings out the normal rations. He seems kind of put out that he's happened to feed by order the guards, since he has made very clear he's a tavern, not an inn, and so he's kind of put out by that. But your food is laid out. It's not the greatest in the world, but it's definitely not the worst you've ever ate. And you eat that pretty quickly. We'll go to your meal and see if you guys want to have any party interactions.
So wait, the two groups are gonna meet in the tavern.
Yeah, everybody's now at the tavern.
Okay, cool.
All converge to the tavern.
So, hey, Hadrian.
How are we feeding Tevan, who doesn't get the guard rations?
I already ate at the temple.
Fair enough.
Oh, lucky guy. I bet the food there is better than this.
Oh, that was OOC question from my part, because Cronus
Oh, yeah.
don't care.
No, that's a
Yeah,
good
yeah.
question.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Cronus wouldn't care, but yeah, you are right. I did think of that, and I'm like, oh, I've already eaten.
Yes.
So don't worry.
Hospital food.
They're all.
Okay, as soon
green
as Jean spots Hadrian, he say, "Hey, Hadrian, what did you pick for us? Are you gonna do any exciting adventuring today? Are you gonna slay some goblins?
Time out.
Are you gonna kill some kobolds?"
Hey, John,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
don't know
Don't
that
know.
Hatred had a choice.
Oh, okay.
Go
No,
ahead.
but I knew he was gonna get an assignment, so I'm just
Right.
asking, what did you get?
Yeah.
Are you gonna slay some goblins? Are you gonna kill some kobolds? Are you gonna just stay in this town?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Shatter his dreams and be like, we're just gonna stay in town.
We're doing manual labor.
I wouldn't be surprised even if they assigned us to hang deserters.
Oh,
That got dark.
Are you
Or Unfortunately,
paladin.
that's not the case.
I'm sort of standing at the table now, thinking, "Oh, that was dark."
As I said, this entire party is more paladin than Kronos.
Depends on the,
That's
depends
saying
on the
something.
divine school.
I like
yeah.
the irony there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh,
Does
he was
the-
never
does
supposed
the-
to be a paladin, so I'm not changing the way he was supposed to RP because of class change.
Right,
I don't know.
Anyway,
right, of course.
It's fine. Paladins don't have to be goody two shoes.
Yeah. But yeah, what did you
Back to
pick?
the third.
What did you get?
I put the assignment down on the table and just say, we're going to be investigating a disappearance in the caverns under the city.
I look around at Fear and go, caverns under the city?
Yeah.
Oh, now that sounds a little bit creepy.
Well, at
Is
least,
it like some?
at least we're getting outside, so that's a start.
Technically, we're going inside.
Yeah, I was
the
going to
place.
say, Tivan
Yeah.
would correct her there, but you got there
Yeah,
first.
but yeah, inside. But I mean, outside of the city. That's what I meant.
No,
No, we're
No?
still inside the city.
Leave the city.
Oh,
The caverns
you
are
mean
built
the-
all over the city, on top. The city's built on top of the
Oh,
caverns.
okay. I misunderstood that. Okay.
We're
never
basically
mind.
going splunking through their sewer.
no chance to run yet.
It's
However-
it's not necessarily a sewer. It's more just natural
That's-
caverns.
That's where all
Is
the
it-
ick would collect.
And this is where
Probably.
this is where we throw all the preparations of the wind. We don't go to the assignment, and we instead start a guerrilla warfare.
I would
While this is going on,
against that.
okay.
So Rennie looks at the paper and goes, "Where's my name?
Oh,
Why am I not on there?"
Aw,
we have her
Rennie.
alternate paper that we'll give to her. You got something special.
She looks
Wait.
at it. What do you
Rennie
mean?
isn't going with us. Why?
Yeah, why?
I was without our control. It's beyond our control.
Something
Where's
about control.
where's my assignment?
I didn't read it.
Doesn't matter. You
Hand
went
it over.
give it to-
Where's the paper?
Oh yeah. We
Oh,
would have
but-
taken both pieces of paper.
Yeah,
Yeah, she looks
both
at
pieces
it.
of paper on the table.
She sighs. She shuts it, and then she pushes herself up from the table and stomps out.
Called it latrine duty.
Okay.
While all of this goes on, Pudding's going to look at this miserable food that's on the table in front of him. He's going to mutter under his breath, and in a very loud voice, he's going to shout out to the orc proprietor, "Hey, you forgot the milk!"
Hey, you're not a guard.
It's
You
not
get the
an
good food.
And
inn.
Lugdog looks up and goes, "Hey, you again? Oh, there's no milk in this place. I already told you that."
Not sure why anyone would drink milk in the Middle Ages anyway. It's all unpasteurized and deadly dangerous to you.
That's why you drink beer.
Yeah. It's either clean water or beer. Don't drink the milk. It's dangerous.
Pudding grew up on a farm, so he likes milk.
I'm more scared of a halfling running around a farm, like getting kicked by everything.
The quest for milk.
So it begins.
That's
Anyway.
a epic quest.
Pudding's personal quest: find the decanter of endless milk.
Oh yeah, that sounds like a great item for him. Well, I kind of nudge Pudding and say, hey Pudding, can you cast
Quest for
some
milk.
prestidigitation to make this food better, please?
Now look at John. I said, "Sorry, I don't know how to do that."
I think he only out of character. I think it's thaumaturgy he has.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has thaumaturgy. Yeah, correct.
Yeah. I think he's just being a jerk.
it was worth asking. And John just continues to eat his sad breakfast with a mildly disgusted
Oh.
face.
I'm gonna look around the rest of the tavern. Is there a lot of other guards here at the moment?
Yeah, you notice in the tavern that there is a clear dichotomy of guards. There are the regular guards that are sitting in your area. Over here on the right are guards that are a little bit, you would guess, a little bit more rank than the guards you're sitting with. But they still look like a normal guard. They're just a little bit more battle hardened, better armor and stuff. But on the other side of the tavern, you see these group of people who are just have this, very heavy armor, nice weapons. They look like they look very well prepared for battle and combat. You would probably recognize these to look kind of like the sergeants that you saw in the blacksmith. So.
Those are the regulars.
Don't talk to me about Sir Jason.
Jason.
I'm still gonna hammer that guy in the head. Someday.
That could mean anything.
But yeah, that's who's in
Are
the
we
tavern
like
right now.
are we at a round table with just the 8 of us and now
Yeah,
7
yeah.
of us?
You have a large party, so it's pretty much a table just to yourself. Yeah.
I'm gonna lean in and whisper, but not whisper because then you can't hear me. I'm just gonna whisper. My plan is that if we can clear out these caverns under the city, almost nobody seems to go down there except for the occasional patrol. So we should be able to make our way around the city safely through them.
Yeah, that sounds really good. That's a great idea. That's why you're the boss, Hadrid.
Smuggler cave.
I look at the guy.
Concern-
I look at him and go, "Why would you need to sneak around?"
Oh, yeah, you're not into the things of the city right now. Okay,
Okay.
so basically, this place is a crap sack place. Nobody has freedom
Literally,
of
that
doing.
phrase would go straight over to Lon's head. Common is a second language, remember? The what? What?
Wait, we can all
How do you
speak Elvish. Can't every single one of us speak Elvish?
Elvish?
I don't think so.
Crap sack in Elvish.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Wait,
carry
who
on. I just
can't
wanted...
speak Elvish?
Who can't speak Elvish in the party?
Can Pudding speak Elvish?
No,
Rennie, I have a feeling Rennie can't.
Yeah,
But the rest
Probably
of the universe
can.
apparently can, so yeah.
Yeah.
So that's how we can communicate.
As I said, this is D&D. Almost everyone always takes Elvish.
yeah,
Whether or
it's
not
useful.
we know that,
Yeah, that's true. Nobody knows who speaks what
And-
language.
Anyway, before we get too deeply into that, sorry, I apologize for interrupting. You were going to discuss it. I think
Six
Tevan
of
would,
eight.
in reality, Tevan would cut you off and say, "I'm aware of your situation. My friend has let me know that you rather foolishly signed up with this guard regiment here."
Yeah.
I have to ask, were you really not thinking, or was it just something you decided to do on the spur of the moment?
Oh, we were. The people here don't sell things anymore. If you're not part of the guard, you can't get equipment. You can't get food. Right? And we had no money because of the shipwreck. Either
Oh.
way, so we were screwed.
Of
It
course.
was the most simple solution for acquiring provisions. And then depart this place. I doubt none of us hold any interest in upholding the tasks we were granted for any longer than necessary. Although, human, your plan of sneaking around comes to concern with the fact of this sergeant they've assigned to us. He will no doubt notify his superiors if we manage to clear the caves, and they will find use for them.
It's likely
Pretty
that-
sure, Cronus. It's just a bunch of caves. Nobody just goes crawling through caves for fun.
I disagree.
And no one assigns
Sorry, carry on.
a military force for such tasks without having use for the place.
Or maybe they think someone suspicious is hiding inside the caves and they want us to, kill them.
Do you really
Well-
think these people care for the peace, for the villagers of this town, or if there is someone suspicious there?
I mean, at least they have to pretend.
Well, this is a maritime type place, so I've no doubt there are smugglers somewhere around here.
Well, they are interested in sending us down there because previous patrols have gone missing, so something has happened down there. And we are to either find the missing patrol or, I don't know, find their corpses. I have no idea.
If we find
I-
the work,
I
if
hope they're.
previous patrols, there's potential for what killed them and or whatever goodies they might have had on them.
Goodies, great.
The goodies, yes.
Your
Ah,
thought process is intriguing, Orc.
We also have to go
Ian.
search for our wrangler.
This could be a
Right.
useful chance to procure further supplies, yes.
Fia's just kind of like turns to Tivan and again in Elvish goes, well, we are kind of bound to do this today, but since you are not enlisted with the guard, you're free to do whatever you want. I mean, you could always, if you want to come along, I don't know, transform into like a small critter and hide with me or some place.
It's,
I
it's an
don't.
interesting idea, but my thought is this. We know very little about the town,
Mm-hmm.
and I suspect there is more going on here than meets the eye, considering well, I don't think I have
Well-
informed you of this, but it's possible that our ship was not wrecked by accident. There was a person on board who seemed to be casting a druidic weather spell just before we all ended up on that beach.
Oh, so it
About
wasn't
that.
Cord's fault? Ah,
And I
good.
mutter under my breath, and
Hi.
of course there'll be a low rumble of thunder.
Night.
But about that, what happened to the person you were following?
Oh,
Did you
that's good.
find him?
They are somewhere in this town. If we find them, we may have a reason. We may understand the reason we were wrecked. I'm not sure exactly who they are. I just know for a fact they are definitely a druid. I have seen them before, but my memory of them eludes me somewhat. I'll have to find them again if I'm able to identify them properly. But in reality, me going with you may be a problem. I know civilized, he says this sarcastically, guardsmen tend to take offense when I travel with parties of guardsmen, so to speak. So I'd rather either stay back or investigate the town itself, maybe find out more information.
Yeah, I mean, I
I don't
remember
know.
that when I visited you yesterday, when you were still unconscious, the priest told me, basically said that joining the guards wouldn't have been our only option. So maybe you could like stay with the priest, and we could have this sort of as our meetup place. I don't know. I mean, if you want to stay and look around the town, that could help.
Well,
Out
here,
of character, what is Pudding wearing in comparison to what Tavan is wearing?
Well, Pudding has mended his clothes and is looking rather dapper this morning.
Like, are you actually wearing armor, or are you just wearing robes?
No. Pudding always wears rather fine clothes.
Okay.
it's fine if slightly water damaged clothes at the moment.
Well, he mended them overnight.
But yes,
Well-
so Tavan is wearing sort of like hide and leather style clothing, sort of a little bit more primitive looking.
Yeah.
If you look at the picture on the I've got on for my character, that is the armor he's wearing. Although it's not armored, it's just clothing. It's not strong enough to be actually resist any blows.
Yeah, well, we did lose basically everything with the shipwreck, so...
Yeah, we had to scrouge for new armor and new weapons.
I mean, Tavan has his staff and his clothing, and that's it. But from his perspective, that's all he really needs.
I would
Okay.
putting like a look at Taban and say, you mentioned something about being a druid type person. Well, can't druids be a fly on the wall, literally speaking?
He sort of looks at you for a moment and leans on his staff a bit more and goes, needless to say, I'm wearied by the crash, and I have had... wearied by the wreck. And I've had other issues. I'm unable to assume a flying form or any form of insect at the moment. I'm able to form more basic animals, such as rats, cats, wolves, other animals. But it will be an effort, and I'd rather not waste my energy on something I don't need to do.
Because there's something very suspicious about this town master, and I thought eavesdropping might be a good use of your
Well,
time.
he can still transform into a mouse or something.
Yeah.
I hate to be rude, but I don't see how this town master is any concern of ours. You bound yourself to him for some strange reason, so you will have to serve him, and trying to remove him would only break your oath.
There has been no oath placed upon us.
There's been no oath.
In the form of a written contract, I believe that's how it works in civilized lands.
I asked for a written contract, and I told there was no written contract. It was only the seal on our hands, seal of duty to, and loyalty towards the guards, not towards the town master, as far as I was concerned.
Well, in any case, it's not my concern. I'm looking for this rogue druid. I'm also looking to make sure my friend doesn't end up dying because of your stupidity. And so, this is what I'll be doing.
Would you like to come with us?
No. I'll be looking around the town and making sure that I can find this druid. I will also be going to the entry wherever you are going. And if you're not back within half a day, I will follow you down there and see if I can find you.
Well,
how are you going to be able to find information? You don't look like the spy master type of guy. You look like the opposite. You look like the guy that hugs trees.
Thea laughs a little bit.
Just be silent, human.
I sort of look at Fear and go, hugging trees?
It's a common human expression for people who love nature. Sorry.
I just sort of shake my head and go, that was a bizarre phrase. No, I don't look like an information gatherer, but as you made it very clear, I can go places others cannot and find information that way. I also believe the priesthood of this town to be relatively well-mannered. If I can persuade them to assist with me, I may be able to find out what we need to know without causing any trouble.
Yeah, what I was thinking, though, was that it seems very suspicious that this town is locked up so tight, and yet this person you were following seems to have been able to disappear without any problem.
Well,
I wonder whether there isn't a connection between him and the people who are running the town.
Probably not. He seemed not to really know his way around. He just arrived here by chance like we did. I got into town with no trouble, well, from what I remember. In any case, I will be looking around, and if he is connected to the town master, then I will look into it. But I'm not going to go out my way to do unnecessary things.
Are you sure? I mean,
yes.
If you could burn down the gallows, that would be top.
You mentioned burn down. He goes an interesting shade of like, no, I won't be doing that.
Yeah.
Cronus is just mentally face-palming as he mutters on his breath. Be quiet, human, before you embarrass yourself completely.
I'm whispering, okay, and I'm saying in Elvish to them, to him specifically.
Well, yeah, 6 members of the party, I think, speak Elvish, so everybody.
That was my guess.
yeah, I think. Well, yeah. Anyway, fire, what fire? Okay,
Whenever we're saying anything suspicious, we're saying in Elvish.
yeah. All the townspeople think we're mad. Yeah. So I just sort of look around and go. I look at Fear and go, "You sure that there's no way you can get out of this? It sounds dangerous."
I would love to get out of this, but I I suppose we did engage in a contract, and well, out of character. I mean, I don't know about, or did Kronos share what he found out about the mark with us at all, or
He told it to Hadrid, and Hadrid
Ah.
considered words the rest of the group.
We've sort of been out of it, and I don't think it's been mentioned since we got back to the tavern, so we don't really know about that.
Only people outside of Kronos currently knows it's Hadrid.
okay?
And all that I know is that it's magical.
He did say that it's a divination.
Divination magic, yeah.
Okay.
So-
Well,
But
we have.
nobody's talked about it so far, so Adrian
Okay.
hasn't brought it up.
I sort of brought it up in passing, but we skipped it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Okay. Anyways, well, we did sort of engage into a contract with these guards people, on the fly or not, and I
more
suppose
strange human expressions. Sorry, carry on.
I suppose we should go along with that little assignment that they gave us today. There are possibilities for us, like looking at Kronos, to stock up. Possibly, if these patrols are dead, kind of cringe, cause I don't want that. I want that people. And also, if we can gather more information about the city as a whole, maybe, and like I go to a whisper at this point, maybe we can find a way out of this whole situation and leave as soon as possible, because I don't want to be bound for 3 months here.
Yeah, he sort of nods and goes, "Well, we'll see what we can do then, eh?" And then I turn back to the rest of the party and go, sort of slightly less warm voice. Oh, whoa.
The mage is blocked off like hours ago now.
James is now yelling into his microphone from a distance. Yeah. So I just sort of look around the party and go, "You know what I am going to do? Do you know when you will be taking this assignment?"
I look
Was
to
it-
Hadrid.
Yeah, I sort of asked the group rather than directly Fear.
Hydrate? 6 p.m. Hydrate? I mean, yeah, it should have been on the assignment paper, anyways. Yeah, we are supposed to take the assignment at 6 o'clock in the evening, which is like shortly before dusk, I suppose.
That's
So
10
it's
hours
a-
from now, yeah.
Yeah, it's a night assignment, so yeah.
If that's the
think-
case, then maybe you will be able to assist in finding out a little bit more about this town.
Yeah, I would definitely help with that. I mean, we are free to do whatever we want until our assignment is due to start.
Well, I'm bad at being discreet, so
An understatement.
Yes,
No.
I'm really obvious, so
I'd rather fix my problems with thunder and a hammer. So yeah, I won't be able to help.
well, there are other things that we can do as well. I'm not, as
Yeah.
my friend would say,
And a smile.
Yeah, I'm not, as my friend would say, very. I sort of looked to Fear for a moment. Personable. He's like a word he's just learned, but he sort of says, "I do have a degree of magic that I could use to help some of the members of this town. If I heal maybe some of the sick, help those who are in need of assistance with some minor matters, maybe
They open
I
up
would
to
be
it.
able." Yes, and maybe we'd be able
Also-
to ingratiate ourselves to the townspeople.
Also, Otono, I've seen that several of the inhabitants of this town, upon us arriving, gave us very strange looks, as if they wanted to get our attention, but they were afraid to do so. So something is definitely going on. If we can maybe
Everyone not a part of the guard has
yeah,
said something about not liking the guard.
yeah. So if we,
At which
I
point I
mean,
look at the
you-
guard armor they're all wearing.
yeah.
and go,
I mean, you not being part of the guard is probably a big advantage for us at this point. Because you could possibly try to, as you said, heal people, talk to people, maybe find some information that way. Irony. Yep.
Yes, interesting. That might be an idea for all of us if we
Mm.
actually know. Considering your guard uniforms, they might not open up to you.
Well, we don't really,
Well.
out of character. We don't really wear uniforms. It's just that we have
It's
That's
because
equipment.
it's
That's
not it's because you are guard armed basically. Sorry, I keep
Yes,
saying uniform.
yes.
It's like it would be the coverall.
Armed.
You
It's-
look
I think
you look like guards people.
I think Pudding and Tivan are the only two people who would pass as non-guards at this point because they are not really equipped. Yeah.
I look down at the halfling and go,
No. Okay. Yeah.
Shockingly, the halfling was the only one he would consider make the right decision. So, he's not had a lot of. Tivan's had a little bit of interaction with other races, but he's not very good with sort of halflings, dwarves, things like that. Because
I believe
like-
Pudding still has the same mark as everyone
Yeah,
else. though.
Pudding
Yeah.
still did.
Oh,
Yeah. If he
he did
covers
join the
it.
guard then. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yes.
well,
It's
he could at least pass as a non-guardsman.
Need to go AFK really quick. Sorry.
That's fine. Yeah, I just sort of look at the group and go, you have at least 10 hours until you must perform your assignment. I'm sure there's something in the town that the people would want you to help with. Even as guards people, you may be able to help others. I don't know. It is up to you. You are masters of your own actions.
Well, I think I'm gonna talk to the priest. If, according to you and Thea, he seems like a nice guy. And then as a man of the cloth myself, maybe he'll open up to me as well.
Tavan looks for your cloth, then realizes what you meant, and then says, yes.
Actually, I am wearing priestly robes over my heavy armor.
I'm sure you are, but he's looking specifically like, because cloth for him is literally just like,
These torn, waterlogged, priestly robes.
yeah, he's looking for like if he's holding onto a thing and he's like, oh no, oh yes, sorry, this is one of these idioms, isn't it? He sort of looks him over and goes, well, I will go and speak to him so you can join me. I can make introductions, and well, it's up to the rest of you. We are not bound by any honor beyond the marks upon your hands. So you may do as you wish. I, on the other hand, have an idea.
Okay.
He leaves the floor open at that point. Obviously, Fear has wandered off, so she can't back that up.
What else can talk? No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, we've only been talking. We've only been at a breakfast table for an hour now.
We've sort of been sitting here discussing stuff in Elvish and eating. Well, you guys have been eating whatever drivel that they've provided you.
Okay.
Poor bastards. Yes.
Okay, so you guys finish up your meal, you discuss your different plans, and you get up to leave. What are you doing?
Well, I think Tivan and Pudding are heading off to the. Not Pudding, sorry. Tivan and Jean are heading over to the temple again. This
And
time
I will
to
follow.
to have a longer discussion. And Pudding is coming with us. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's 3. I don't know what everyone else is doing. I think, it's up to them.
Oh yeah, be right back. I really need to go to the bathroom.
Okay, yeah. We could actually take a break if you guys want.
Yeah,
We
okay.
can,
No
take a
need for
break.
me. No need for me, at least.
Okay.
Yeah, we've been going for about an hour, shockingly.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Those of us who aren't there, is there anything that you want to do at the moment? Because I don't really know what to do right now.
I feel as rangers, you, Hadrig, and Teft would just kind of be skirting the outskirts of the town, like getting a feel for where they now are.
Okay.
Because that's what Teft would probably be doing. He'd go back down to the coastline and just,
I'm going to go looking for medical supplies.
Okay.
One thing, what Cronus is going to do over the day is, first thing he's going to head back to the barracks and actually dump off his guard equipment, just over there that we had chests and stuff for storing our stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna dump off my weapons and armor, and Kronos is going to go ahead and just swap out to just the basic normal plain clothes.
Okay.
And go about, just wander about the town and see what's see if I can catch sight of any of those sort of people who were trying to seemed like we were trying to catch our attention when we originally came to town, and just will see the general situation to see if I can just to gather some intel if I can exploit it in any way to get out of this damn dump.
Okay.
I'm gonna be looking for like a doctor's office or medical practitioners.
I think most. Sorry, this is me bringing in out of character knowledge. Most healing done in like primitive times was done by priests,
right?
And people like that, or crazy wise women who lived in the middle of nowhere,
right?
Yeah,
you got two options.
One of them.
Just look for some person who has a necklace of chicken legs and drinks blood of goats and stuff.
It's the local
local witch doctor.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm here for a dental exam. Yes, laddie.
I need some new teeth.
Yes, I will bring the hammer. Yes.
The future bepeller us.
All right. So, okay. So the ones of you who are headed to the temple, you will go. You run off to the temple. Kronos, you go to put up your gear, and then you go, kind of walking around town.
Trying to keep the two things: get a general layout of the town, so I don't get lost easily, and just as I said, just keep an eye on things. Try to find out anything.
Right. Okay. So you go and to do a little bit of walking around town, getting the layout, keeping your eye out on people. So Fia, what are you doing?
I have no idea.
Okay, so there's a group going to the temple. That includes Taban, so you might go with him. Kronos is going off by himself to walk around town. Abe is going to look for a healer, basically people who deal with medical supplies and stuff. I don't know what Tef's doing. Tef, what are you doing?
I'm gonna cruise around the outskirts of town and just get a feel for the area, kind of rangery thing.
Tef's gonna walk around the wall, take a look and see what's going on around the perimeter of town, how it looks, layout, and things like that.
Get a feel for its defenses and kind of things like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so
yeah, I'd stick with Tivan most likely.
Okay, so
all excitement there.
Okay, so does anybody else want to keep their guard equipment? Want to leave it off? What do you guys want to do with that? It's up to you. You're not on duty.
Yeah, I assume we have some sort of gloves that Kronos can pull on to just cover them.
Yeah, you have gloves. Yeah.
Just hide any associated in the guard. Be as indiscreet as a stupidly pale albino-looking guy in a town like this can.
Right.
So you're basically a plainclothes cop that looks like a really creepy guy.
Yeah, it's like if you put a jacket on a snowman and tried to pass as a normal person.
Nice. Is anybody keeping their gear?
Woo! I think the guys who are going to visit the priest haven't mentioned they're losing theirs.
I'm gonna kind of put my hammer under my robes.
Okay.
I'm still wearing all my stuff.
Okay, you got all your stuff. Okay, you got all your stuff.
It's funny how the person who's actually mostly disadvantaged by removing his gear is the only one brave enough to do so.
All right, so.
I mean, if I get jumped by a rabid house cat, I'll probably die without the gear.
Well, it's got to be careful.
I don't know. Can you divine might using a punch? Like you punch it.
Yeah, it works for any melee attack, but I would probably keep a dagger as well, just like stuff it somewhere outside, like in a boot or something.
Poor Kronos dies to a house cat, and all he has is like a butter knife.
All right.
It's like the weirdest pub brawl ever.
So, like in the Seinfeld episode, when it comes to the train station and part ways, you guys all part ways, and the group that we'll start with the group that goes to the temple. You guys, and that includes John, Fia, Taven, and Pudding. Correct?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So all four of you head back to the temple, and as you enter, there's several people who come. Several people who come.
Sab, you need to make sure you mute yourself when you do
Sorry.
that because we all went horribly deaf.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So there's several people who come for different times of day, the different rites, the different gods are performed. Late at night, it doesn't matter. But during the day, there's so many of them, and there's only one priest. That the different rites are performed. So there's people who are coming in and out for different rites at different times. But the priest is up there helping, giving the rites and so forth. What would you guys like to do?
So is he currently in the process of like performing a religious ceremony?
Yes, he is in the process of performing rites for the god.
Randomly selecting one.
It's
Before
the morning, so it's likely for people who don't have to get up early. It's probably a deity that deals with, sickly old things like that.
Like if we're using Dawn, was probably like something like Serenray or something.
Yeah, it's actually a service to. It's actually a service to.
Ailson sign.
Actually, it's a service to Ele'thias. So it's in the middle of the service of Ele'thias at this point.
My next suggestion was going to be Vecna.
It's like, even Tavan knows that one. He's like,
I will make a backup character, just a cultist of Vecna.
I have one eye and I'm proud of it. Anyway,
One
Tavan
hand.
Sorry, carry on, Tony.
Nothing else.
Oh, okay, so Tivan will literally come and stand at the end of the chapel, like in clear view. He won't come and sort of push in on the service. He's very much aware of religious rites and ceremonies. People do such things themselves. Although this feels to him very like pretentious, like stuck up sort of. You just need to say something. You don't just stand there and yell at them for about 5 hours. So, he's got his own opinions as to what's going on.
He's not really yelling. He's more along the lines of like giving them blessings, telling them, trying to bless their crops and so forth. It's more of a rites service than a service.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
He still feels it's ridiculously overblown for what it is. So yeah, he's just sort of standing there in full view. He sort of whenever the priest looks at him, he waves his staff slightly. Just like, yeah, when you're done. But he sort of,
So you stick around for about another 15 minutes or so, and finally the last worshiper gets permission. He says, "Oh, hello again. I apologize. This was the time for the service for Ele'thias, and I am the only priest in this town, unfortunately."
I understand. It is of no consequence to me, but I appreciate you. I did not want to interrupt your ritual. In any case, I've come to ask for some more information. Thank you for your care of me earlier.
Come with me, and then he directs you to the back of the temple and underneath the passages and stuff, and to a more secluded area. Yes, a more discreet area to say. Yeah. It's like
out the way. Yeah.
Yeah. He asks you. So what is it that you would like to know?
Well, I have two questions.
Yes.
One, as I mentioned with my ramblings, I was following a man, possibly a druid. I didn't go on to describe him. Obviously, I don't have a detailed description of him.
Yeah, so you give him the description of the man, a kind of demon-looking, possessed-looking man. And he had kind of wild hair. His look was just that of pure energy. Like he was just psyched about everything, and it's kind of a crazy looking fellow.
He's on crack.
Yeah, crack.
I sort of Rasputin style character with the wild hair and crazy.
Yes. So
Yeah.
you describe that to him, and he goes,
Yes. Do you know
I
of
have-
anyone like that?
"I
in
have
town?
not seen that individual, but I have heard reports that the individual uh, was causing difficulties in one part of the town, or was it that he tried to leave? One or the other. But anyway, I do think he has been taken into custody. Exactly where, I don't know.
With the town's guard.
Actually, from what I've been told, they sent the regulars after.
Ah,
Ooh.
so
Then he must have given them trouble.
that, or he was well known by the guard, and they wanted to
Exactly.
detain him. Yes.
Before anyone else could get to him, they've hidden him away so no one else can find out what he was up to.
It's certainly an interesting theory.
Now, he certainly was not taken into the normal jail in town. The regulars picked him up and took him off. I'm not sure exactly where they put him.
You're very well informed for a priest, he says. Tevin says, switching tack very suddenly.
It is my business to know things around this town. It has not been well for the people who follow the Althean Pantheon lately. There have been threats. There have been uprisings. There have been people who consider our faith dangerous.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Things have been really rough.
So,
People are just not willing to hear the word of the gods anymore.
also I'd make it my business to know, because at any moment this town could erupt, and I want to help as many people as I can to escape it, if possible.
That is understandable. My colleagues obviously have been. Sorry, he wouldn't say that. My friends' colleagues, he points to sort of here, then to the others, have been made a part of this town's guard and joined the service of the townmaster. I would like to know a little more about him, if possible, because I worry about my friend, of course.
Well, he sits a moment. You have to be careful about where and when you speak about things about the townmaster. He wasn't always this way, but he has become more and more ruthless is not the word, but
Unstable, maybe?
unstable and sort of skittish. You saw the gallows.
Unfortunately,
it isn't.
I have not seen them, but I
Uh,
hear my colleagues have.
They're in the square. You know that any educated person knows that the citizen of the Free Marshes cannot be publicly executed. It is against the law.
Tavan says nothing. He did not know that.
I understand. You're from the woods.
No.
Not civilized ways. No offense. It's just you have no knowledge of such things.
Well, he didn't say that out loud, but fine.
Well, I mean, he can judge kind of by your appearance.
He inferred from the fact I'm wearing furs and it looks
Yes.
like I've got leaves still in my
Yes.
hair. Yeah. All right, then. I'll accept that.
If I'm wrong, I apologize. But
I want you to apologize even if you're not wrong the way you said that. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, sorry, carry on.
So,
Burn him on a stake.
yes. So it is
See,
illegal.
DM agrees.
It is illegal for that to happen. The Townmaster did it because there were people who started to desert the guard. There have been questions about what the Townmaster is doing outside of town. I do not want to get into the politics of all of that.
I understand.
Well, here's how it occurred. When the army of the Republic left to fight Gorgath, and if you don't know, Gorgath is a kingdom next to ours. When the Republic's army left to fight that kingdom because they invaded, they left the town to itself. For a while we were fine, but then we incurred several very devastating attacks on the northern side of our town from various tribes that live in the region. It was hard for the people, and so there was a meeting called, an assembly that was for the town assembly. Decided to give the current townmaster Menge, power over to handle the situation. It was supposed to be temporary, but the situation continued even after he was given the power to do so, and he needed more power and so forth. And you know how these things go. After a while, the townmaster declared what is the equivalence of martial law, and decided that he knew what was best for the defense of the town. There was an individual in the town assembly and a few of his allies who opposed him. They were stripped of their position, they were dispossessed, and they disappeared. We do not know what happened to them.
Is one of those people also the person whose house has now been turned into the barracks?
Yes, such a disgraceful thing.
Mm.
And it took that poor man's family's possessions, all of his inheritance, and they gave it to the guard and made it a barracks. It's awful.
Ooh, yeah, that doesn't sound good at all.
But it all came. But it's not just that he has that guard. If it was just the guards, maybe we could do something. But he brought in this group of people. You've seen them. They called the regulars. They are these mercenary types. We're not really sure where they came from, but they don't come from here. And they kind of help keep him completely on top. And anybody who has openly spoke out has had awful things happen to them. Not necessarily hanging so far has only been for deserters, but I fear to think about what could be happening next.
So, could I ask, have these attacks that initiated all of this, the rise to power of the Town Master, have these attacks continued or have they stopped?
Well, since he has been able to gain full control of the town's defenses, they've stopped. However,
That seems suspicious to me.
yes, it seems suspicious.
It's almost as though he
well.
orchestrated them to get power.
But the thing.
Who's
All right.
driving
That
away?
wasn't me.
Driving
So-
away from the fight. Sorry, carry on.
Okay, no. So I agree with you, Halfling. What is your name?
My name is Pudding.
Pudding. Yes. Sorry. Interesting name. But yes, I agree.
Rather tasty one.
Sorry, what was
No one can say your name is tasteless.
what was the town master's name again?
yes.
'Cause
Oh yes, I'll write it down for you.
last session you said it was Egon Burb.
No.
Burb.
I went back and saw, and this is just quick out of character. I went back and saw this, and what happened was, is you asked for the name of the merchant, and then something happened. I got distracted, and then you asked for his name, but you meant the town master, and so I got things mixed up. So yeah, the merchant's name was Egon Burrow, but the town master's name, and I actually gave you the name, believe it or not. I went back and saw. I was like, oh, I did say it anyway. The town master's name is Walton Menge. Walton Menge. Yes. So, yes. So when he gained power, the attacks stopped. But we keep sending regiments into the woods. We keep sending people out to the camps to try to wipe them out and hold back the threat, because our merchant caravans are still being ambushed. That's why we're having to be on rations. Very few of those caravans actually get through, and the ones that do are quickly, all their goods are quickly eaten up. The Edict of the Watch, I'm sure you've heard of it, has allowed all of the town's goods to be taken up for the use of the guard and for the town master and his regulars.
Exactly.
Yes. And I don't mean to bore you with all the details. I try to stay out of the politics as much as possible. Now, you didn't hear this from me, but there is a group of people who are trying to behind the scenes undermine him, but I don't know where they are, and I don't know how to reach them, and I don't want to get involved.
Yeah, when we arrived,
Me.
when we first arrived, we noticed some people trying to catch our eye, seeing us as for the first time. Maybe though these people are the people you talk about.
Yes, but there are room. And he bows his head. I fear them just as much as I fear the town master. They want freedom at any cost, and I'm afraid at the cost they're willing to pay for it to happen. I fear the cost for us all.
Mm,
Are you talking about some sort of like revolution or something?
If they could do it tomorrow, they would, but I don't think they have the power.
Definitely not.
Not yet, anyway. But I would not support such a revolution. I do not like the town master, but I fear that many innocents would be in the way, and
Well, I don't exactly approve sacrificing the few for rescuing the
mm,
many either. But yeah, sounds pretty awkward, this whole situation.
it's a hard place for many of the people in the town to be. You know, the people who just want to live quiet, decent lives have to choose between either the town master or the people who are trying to uproot him. Not sure which ones are worse.
Well, it sounds like an unfortunate situation.
It's very unfortunate.
In any case, thank you for speaking with us.
Of course. And like I said, if you need any sort of provisions, I know they help you with the guard. You are not in the guard. Please stay out of the guard. Gives you an imploring look. Please stay out of the guard.
He gives a very tight little sarcastic smile, like, I have no intention of joining you.
And
But
since
thank
you do not
for-
have, they're not going to give you rations, but you may come here and we will feed you and provide for you whatever we can while you are here. No charge. Do not consider it bother on our part.
That is very generous of you, I understand. Thank you for offering, in the very least. Now, I must be about my business.
Yes,
Not
I have
sure
to be about the next service, so if you will excuse me.
He nods and sort of stands back. He just turns. He just turns and leaves at this point. He doesn't wait
Okay.
for anyone.
Yeah. Okay. So Tefon walks out, and for you guys, you go follow him.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
I am.
Okay.
I
All
say,
right.
thank you, Father Joffrey. Did he tell us his name?
Yeah,
Yes.
we did.
Yes. Priest Joffrey.
Okay.
Okay. So Joffrey
He got nicer
walks-
with age.
Yes.
Sorry, carry on.
So he walks out, and you guys all walk out. So now we're going to switch over to Kronos. You're walking around town. What would you like to do?
As I said, Chris is trying to just first of all get to the lay of the town, so he can navigate easily later on if needed, and also just try to catch a sign of any of those people who were not specific those people like who we met the earlier day who were seemed to trying to catch our attention. And
Yeah, you're kind of hard to miss being bright white, walking around, and almost pale death look on you, walking around town. That kind of passive stare.
he's
Yeah.
sort of having he's sort of assuming that they're like given the status of it, and he's sort of assuming there is some sort of like, and the conversations the groups had so far, he's sort of assuming there is some sort of resistance or some just like black market or something going on, and he's just trying to see if he can find out anything about like catch any of those people, maybe get them to talk.
Yes. So as you're walking around, for a little bit, it doesn't seem like you you don't see anything new. You do notice that there's a large group of people heading towards a certain part of town, which you think is the market area. Apparently, this is, and you've asked a few people about it. This is where this is ration day, so people are headed out to that direction to receive rations for the week, basically to survive, because the town is currently, even though it's not being sieged, is under a siege mentality. So everybody is moving in that direction. You do notice occasionally groups of people talking amongst themselves, being kind of quiet, off to the side glances. But about halfway through the morning, I'd say around 11 or so, you're walking through a part of town, and somebody walks up to you and goes, "Take this." And he has a piece of paper. He hands it to you, and he goes, "Follow the directions. Ask for Hoss." And he walks off.
Yeah, I just take the. Kronos just takes the paper and doesn't give any sort of inclination of noting. He just takes the paper and keeps going and just finds a quiet secluded spot to go look through it.
Bargain deals at a rock bottom price.
Ask for Hoss!
Okay.
Yeah, you sit down and the paper, you read the paper, and it basically says, "We know that you have come to town recently. If you are interested in hearing the truth about what's going on at Fisherman's Wharf," and it lists a particular location in the docks. It says, "Come around." I gotta think about your timeline here. Come around 2 a.m. tomorrow morning. Be discreet about it. And it's signed, just signed H.
Okay. Kind of.
Let me know.
For that, I'm just for the rest of the day. He's really just gonna wander around and keep just getting more of the lay of the town, visit the docks, and I'm avoiding this. I'm avoiding the meeting place at the moment. I don't want to get any suspicions.
Right.
But just getting the lay of the town.
Okay.
It's nothing to. They don't have anything to do until the evening.
All right. Hadrid. You discovered that most of the healing in town is done again through the various temples. The ones that tend to heal the more poor residents are taken up by the Ele'thian Pantheon and the Oshira. The ones for the more well-to-do residents, the more established residents, Fisherman's Wharf, will often go to the Church of this. I cannot believe this.
Will is buffering.
And the Church of the Ageless One. Sorry. Yes. Yeah. So the ones that are more well-to-do will go to the Church of the Ageless One to receive healing and stuff from the lower patriarch there. Where would you like to visit?
Hey, Abe, you might want to turn your mic on.
Your mic's muted.
Yeah, you're muted.
I muted myself. Oops.
Yep. I was watching
Oh man, it
this.
happens. It happens.
Either I need to read his lips, or
Well, according to my feet, I can read lips, but I can't actually do that in real life. But
Well, it depends on how you
boy.
write on them.
So, what I was actually
Quite
thinking
actually
of is
game.
like bandages. Like I'm looking to get a healer's kit. So I was thinking going to a Egon's shop.
Yes. Okay. Egan Burb. Burb.
It ends with two B's. How are you supposed to pronounce it?
Yeah, I know. Egon Burb. So yeah, you walk into the shop. He goes, it's you. Hello. You. How can I help you? I didn't know that you've already accomplished your task for the day. I seem to remember you didn't have any money on you at the time.
Why are you here? Full stop.
So, I am looking to requisition a few extra pieces of equipment for my own personal use. Do you happen to have on yourself a healer's kit?
Healer's kits. Oh, he looks to the back. Most of the healer's kits were taken by some men from the lower patriarch because we have to make sure that the regulars and the well-to-do in the town are taken care of. I do have one left, but it will cost you 5 gold.
That is precisely the amount that I have.
All right. And he sets the kit on the counter, and it takes your gold pieces from you. That's the last one. I hope that you use it very well.
Thank you.
Of course. Have a good
And
day.
then just leave and head back to the barracks.
Okay. So you leave the shop, you're walking towards the barracks, and as you're walking towards the barracks, all of a sudden, you're walking down the street, walking a little ways. You look over towards the market district, which is just crammed full of people trying to get rations for the week, because this is a city of tens of thousands of people, and they're in siege mentality. So you see that, you kind of remark that, and as you're looking in that direction, all of a sudden there is a loud boom, and people just start flying in through the air. Fire erupts from the town square, and another boom, and people start flying through the air again, and there's panic and screaming, and boom!
I untie the rope around Cuddles and we start running towards the explosions.
So
Did you take
Suddenly we're in
inspiration?
Helmand
explosions
province.
everywhere, like people were just running around in panic.
Hey, Will.
Mm-hmm.
Did you take any inspiration from the last episode from Game of Thrones season 6?
I actually do not watch Game of Thrones. I
Oh,
promise you.
no,
I
that
do not.
surprises me.
I do not. So
Burn that heresy to the ground.
so yes.
I read the books, didn't like the show. I mean, carry on.
Yeah, I read the first book, didn't read any of the rest of them. But anyway, so yeah, so there's you're seeing just explosions and people running in panic, guards that were it's just mass chaos. And so what are you gonna do? Are you gonna run and try to do something about it, or are you gonna try to run back and get help? What's going on?
I'm running towards the explosions and just trying to figure out what's going kaboom.
He's doing the opposite of everybody else in the area, basically.
Yes.
Yes. So as you're running
You run
towards
the danger.
you're seeing groups of people trying to flee the square, and there's just fire and flame and just stuff just burning all over the place. The rations have been they're just torched. You see different bodies on the ground in variously burned conditions. There's guardsmen whose equipment has just been blown all over the place. It is an absolute chaos as people just try to shove past you, running down the street. The explosions, however, have stopped as guards are frantically running around.
Is there any indication as to what exploded? Like, was it a magical explosion, or did someone were there gunpowder barrels or something?
There doesn't appear to be. Actually, make a perception check.
I do like it when it's like when I GM. Sometimes, like, oh yeah, make a perception.
Wait,
oh yeah,
First roll ever.
Wow.
I see everything. I want to know how many people are involved. I want to know their names, their identities.
You see the smoldering ruins of this fire, and part of it starts to cool down. You reach you see something in it. You reach in, kind of wince a little bit because it's hot, but you notice that it looks to be the debris of some sort of arrow.
Explosive
Oh
arrows.
god, they... They've made the pocket dimension arrow. We're all
And a
doomed.
guard runs up to you and goes, "You, get out of here! Do you know what's just going on? Get out of here! Go!"
I'm here to help. I'm a member of the guard.
And then he snaps out of it because he's obviously in panic. He sees your uniform and stuff, and he goes, "Oh yes, yes, yes! They came from that building and that building and that building." And he's just pointing at buildings all over the place in a frenzied manner.
It came from everywhere.
It came from just about everywhere. Yes.
They
He
rode into square on the backs of giant bats that were on flame and exploded.
Yes.
So he goes, "Captain Victor, he's rallied some of the guards back at the building right there. If you want to join them and help in whatever assault is about to happen, you may." And then he runs off towards trying to help some more people get out. You see guards rushing past, running towards the building that he was pointing to a minute ago.
Code word. Okay. Code for go help.
Yep, I'm gonna pocket the blown up arrow just for later inspection. And I'm gonna head over to Captain Victor.
All right, so yeah, you walk into the office. There are several guardsmen running around. Captain, you don't know who Captain Victor is because everybody is just chaos. People pointing this way and that. But then you see towards the back of a room, there is a man standing there who's just screaming curses. He's like, I don't care, give a damn what you lost in that fight. I need people to figure out what the hell is going on here. No, I will not. I will not calm down. We are under a fucking attack. Do something about it. And then the terrified individual who's getting here, it just runs off, and takes a few of the other people with him. You! And he points at you. What are you doing here? What are you doing?
I take out the arrow and just... Is he, like, at a table?
Yes,
Or
yes, he's got a table.
I'll put it on the table and just say, this is one of the devices that caused the explosion. There was most likely an archer in one of the buildings that fired an explosive-tipped arrow into the town square that caused the first of the fireballs.
Hey, just a note, Fia, and the rest of you guys, you hear something, but you don't really know if it's explosion. It's kind of a low rumble in the distance.
Okay.
Okay.
What was the fake thunder we've been hearing? We're probably like, oh yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Then
It's just pudding.
in that
Now,
case,
Chronos, on your way back, it kind of hear very definitely the loud noise. You figure it some sort of explosion.
Okay.
Yeah.
He just walks to the opposite direction.
Right. Okay. So
That's the logical thing.
So Captain Victor takes the arrow and looks at it. He goes, "Explosive arrows." And then he looks at somebody next to him. "How many are dead?" And the guy gives him the report of what looks like how many guards, how many people that they found in the square that are dead. Damn it. And have we secured those buildings yet? No, sir. We haven't secured the building. We don't have enough manpower as it is right now. He's just pulling his fingers through his hair. How many guards do I have left? It's not a good number. He says something along the lines of maybe 7 or 8 in the square. And he goes, "It's not enough. It's not enough."
Don't worry, I'm here to help. I was not in the square when the attack happened, so you have 2 more than you thought.
He looks at you and goes, "Well, I'm glad that you're willing to help."
That's why I was legally bound to the guard, because I'm here to help.
Well, the thing is, you're not required to help when you're off duty. So I mean, sorry.
My duty as the guard is to protect the town.
Right.
There are
Okay.
explosions in the town. I would like to help protect that.
I understand that. I'm sorry. This is just it's a bit overwhelming. Nothing like this has ever happened before.
I've just been day drinking. Sorry.
He looks down at Cuddles and is like, "Is that your panther?"
Yes, it
Okay.
is well tamed.
Okay. Fine. Here's what I need to do. And he gathers some of the guards that are still left, and you notice there's not a lot of them that are still that are not hurt. There are a few that are inside of the building that are just bloodied, burned. It's looking pretty bad in there. And I know I'm stalling, guys. I'm reconfiguring something real quick. So you can see that it's pretty clearly a bloodbath mess at this point. So he goes, okay, so here's the deal. What we need to do is we need to find out if who has been setting off these attack arrows. That means that the other buildings in the square are the likely targets. We set up our headquarters in here. Fortunately, I thought those buildings were clear. That must mean that somebody on the inside did their job. He grimaces. I don't know who we can trust in this whole damn place. You, what is your name? And he points to you.
Hadrid.
Hadrid ready. You say Hadrid. You say Hadrid. Okay, so Hadrid. You seem to be the capable sort. He's like, it seems like you've been in a few battles. A lot of these men haven't even fought the local bully down at the academy, much less fought whatever the hell it is out there. I need you, and I don't believe I'm doing this because I don't know who you are, and I've never met you in my life, and I don't really know if you're capable, but you look like it. I need you to lead this group of people and find out who is shooting at the square. Can you do that?
Right, sir.
Okay, good. And I'm going to go quickly now.
Hey, you wearing the protagonist armor. Come help.
I have a
Be useful.
star on my shirt. I
You've
am
got
the
that PC glow. You must go this way.
It's the health bar. It's the health bar and name tag above his
Yeah,
head. They're obviously
yeah.
noticing.
Yeah.
Quest
You
River says
you
go
with
this
the
way.
you guy with an XP bar and levels.
he sees your kind of grip. I mean, what he's basing this on is you're kind of muscled, you're ripped, you kind of look like you.
I'm
It's
the
all
only
right.
one not in a panic right
Yeah,
And
Yeah,
you've
it's
got a
all right,
pen-
Will. We're not taking the piss. It's just
Right,
because
right,
it's
now.
very subtle.
We're making
It's
the
classic.
jokes to give you
Yes.
time.
Yes, thank you. I
Yeah,
appreciate that.
so
Okay, so
take as long as you need.
let's go ahead and move it over here.
Ooh,
So,
map
up
change.
here.
Yeah, that's
It's all
what-
because you wanted a health kit. Look what you've done.
yeah. I
Caused an
caused
explosion.
this.
It's all your fault.
Is it? No, it's not. Hold on, sorry.
No, I'm seeing a black screen at the moment. Oh, there we are.
There it is.
Okay, so the ones over here are burned and not
Crispy.
active. The ones that are on the floor around you, you see that there are several that have. You've got 2 archers with you, and you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 regular guards that are currently at your command.
I
Is
kinda wish I
anyone
win.
like lightly wounded, like they just have like scrapes or like really bad scrapes, but like not like missing an eye or something?
Go ahead and do a medicine check.
That was good.
Okay. Yeah, you notice that the ones that are still just slightly scraped are the ones that are standing, that are ready to fight. The ones that are over here are bad off, like they're on the point of death almost.
Oh.
It's yeah.
Combination
Somebody's gone
spook,
off to run get a priest or a healer of some sort, but at this point, it looks pretty bad for them.
Okay. Which 2 look the worst off? Like they could die any minute.
Probably this one and this one.
Okay. I'm gonna go up to each of them, drag out a bandage, wrap it around, and then cast Cure Wounds on them. I'm not
Okay.
actually using the healer's kit, it's just flavor.
Right, right. Okay, so
And it's not displaying anything. Oh, there we go.
okay,
Takes
so
a second.
so you cast Cure Wounds. His entire presence changes. He doesn't look like he's on the verge of death. He's still a little hurt, but he's not like looking like it's about it at any moment. Did a good job.
You two, and I'm talking to the two that I just healed. Make sure
Yes.
your friends don't bleed out.
Okay, yeah, we'll do that.
Yep.
So they both get up and start to work on the others.
How many buildings are outside?
Okay, you don't know this yet, but from what the intel that you've gathered, there are 3 other buildings in this square.
Okay. So there are 5 guards, I
You
believe.
right now, you have at your disposal 5 regular guards and 2 archers, plus the captain is obviously going to go with you. He's not
Okay.
going to sit around and do nothing.
I'm gonna tell the captain, you take, and I'm pointing
You.
at these 2.
Oi, Captain Man.
Boy, captain, I'm ordering you around. Go take the building on the right. I say to these the next 3 guards, you take the building on the left. The archer, I'm going to say, stay in the square. Make sure that nobody escapes.
Okay.
And the last guard, you come with me. We're going to clear the 3rd building.
Okay.
Me and
So, so one archer goes out into the square.
And is immediately shot. Boom!
Yes, he dies. No.
Suddenly dragons.
Yes. Okay, so this group with the captain walks out with them, and then this other group with the archer goes out to clear the building down at the bottom, and I'm just gonna put them somewhere for now because you can't see. And they go down to this building right here, and you and this guy are like, he's like, "Are you sure it's enough? We're just the 2 of us? They're shooting explosive arrows. It could be like witchcraft or something."
There's 3 of us, and
oh yeah. Okay.
yeah, and Cuddles just kind of goes meow.
Okay. All right. You lead the way, then, sir.
Yep. And I head out with.
Okay.
Cuddles.
So you walk
Close
out to
behind.
the square, and immediately you're met with a just gruesome sight as just body upon body upon body is laying in the square.
Oh no!
Oh my god!
It looks.
Jeez, a
What
druid and
the
a cleric
fucking
would be
hell,
very
these
good
are-
here.
Oh god, look at oh my god, Will, that's like mass homicide.
Carnage.
Yeah, it looks horrible. It's definitely some sort. You can tell it was some sort of purposely planned terrorist attack on the square. Lots of dead bodies.
Man,
Oh, sorry, I'll show you that here too.
I like that reaction. Oh man.
Thank
you, Bill.
No.
Thank you, Bill and Ted.
Excellent. Get these guys out of the way for now. Well, I didn't mean to grab all of them, but okay. This is not what I intended to do with this, but I like this.
I told you it was the medikit that did this.
So yeah, that's what you see from your vantage point right now. There is the captain went down this way to take the building down at the bottom of the square here. The other group went down this way to take the bottom at the bottom here. And there is one building. You can see the steps right there over in this direction. As you walk out of the building, go ahead and give me a. It's not what I want.
Dexterity
Go ahead and
saving
give-
throw.
Yes, give me a dexterity
Oh,
saving.
oh shit. I
Explosions.
didn't. Oh.
Well,
Whoa!
these
Man,
roll.
you're rolling
So
very
as you
well.
walk outside
Hadrid
the
is
building,
that guy.
as you walk outside the building, all of a sudden there's an arrow that flies across right next to you, and then there is a sword cast, and there is like a spit of magic energy that flies next to you on the other side from that building over here, but it misses you.
Which one?
The one over here. It's not. Dang. All right, here you go. One right there. That building over there.
Just say left bottom. I'm not seeing whatever you're pinging.
Yeah, I don't see where you're pinging either.
Yeah, me neither.
What?
Just shift
Oh,
click.
I'm in.
You might be on the wrong
sorry.
layer. Yeah,
Sorry,
you're on the wrong
sorry
layer.
about that. Yeah, it's over here. That building over
Okay.
there is that's where the shots came from. The archer over here is like, whoa! He kind of runs over to the side.
Get to cover.
Is everything are all the humans supposed to take 10 by 10 squares? Just curious.
For this, yes, because everything's 2.5.
Different scale.
Okay.
Yes.
I was just wondering because the scale you've set for the squares is still 5 feet, so it's just confused
Is
me.
it?
Never mind.
Oh, well, let me change that because it's supposed to. I was supposed to adjust it to 2.5.
Yeah, I was wondering 'cause I remember you saying that, but currently the squares are 5 feet. That's why I was asking.
That
Damn,
should,
damn
should
metric
work.
system.
There we go. There we go. All right. So
Actually, this is the imperial system. That's why we have an issue.
No, I'm being facetious. It's always the metric system's fault.
Okay.
Sorry.
So are you gonna try to? What are you trying to do now? The other guard's like ducking over here behind the door. What's going on?
Take cover until I can get into the building. I just say to him, and then Cuddles and I are just gonna run, just beeline it as far as we can.
Okay, yeah.
Dashing.
As you start dashing over towards
How do
the
you?
building, yes, you see arrows and various magic bolts fly out your direction, but you have already proven that you can definitely avoid those. You kind of run up to the. I guess where are you running to at this point?
In one turn, that's how far I can get and how far Cuddles can get.
Okay, so that's where you guys are. You
Yep.
kind of keep low as much as you can. You're ducking now under the windows because you can tell that these people, they're throwing stuff at you from above. Occasionally, one will peek behind a corner, take a shot at you, but your dexterity is really high at this point. All right, and at this, I
Super
think
twitchy.
we're gonna go over to initiative.
Okay.
That up.
And the battle music starts. Dun 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 dun. Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel kind of bad that nobody else is doing anything right now.
It's fine.
Hadrid's solo mission.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, we decided to split up, so
Yeah,
it's-
yeah, this is
we're
what
not
happened.
complaining.
so
But remember, if we had chosen to hand out rations, we would all be dead right now.
That's probably
Well,
true.
We may be in a similar situation. We might have been able to stop it though.
That's
I
true.
think
Yeah.
Kronos'
Maybe.
special
Maybe
meeting will be
we
delayed.
would have all dex saved, and then we just see everyone die.
Oh my god, Fear
New
would have
characters.
collapsed.
Well, I'm sure there's some sort of arcane check we might have been able to make, considering there is magic involved. But that is the different timeline that we didn't
so-
experience.
now.
Lol. My notes. I'm taking notes, and I've got. Yeah, Hatred splits the guards to investigate the buildings. Shitloads of dead bodies in the square. Holy fuck! He's being attacked and engages in combat.
Welcome to note taking.
Yeah.
What just happened? What just happened?
Fuck.
Oh.
Lots of swearing.
Let me see here. If I can do it this way, that would be awesome. I doubt it, but we'll try.
I mean, all I can see in those tokens on on the ground are the people from Tryout 3, the NPCs.
Oh no.
Like the
Yes.
old lady was like this fortune teller.
Oh,
I
that's
think the younger one was the barmaid. The black-haired guy was the one sitting at the bar I was talking to. The older guy was the innkeeper.
The innkeeper.
Bartender,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Bartender.
Okay.
Welcome to the tokens that were.
The bar.
Welcome to Token Recycling 101.
Gotta
Nice,
do it.
Okay,
like-
I'm glad.
It's like Oblivion. I'm sure I've heard you speak somewhere before. And clones behind him saying, "No, I've never
What are
met you
you
before in
talking
my life."
about?
As someone talks to someone else in exactly the same voice about a third person who also sounds like them.
I'm just glad I
What happens
don't.
when you have two voice actors?
Yeah, I'm just glad I don't see any of the the dwarf lady tokens anywhere, because it's the same picture I had for another character, and I was like, no, please don't die. All the dexterity and strength checks. Wow.
Sorry about the strength check. That was my mistake.
No
I'm
worries.
trying to use this to do initiative. It's not as efficient as I thought it was going to
No,
be.
it breaks, makes no sense, and then decides to do it.
Mhm.
Welcome to roll 20.
Easiest way to do initiatives to NPCs is just select them all, control you, and then add the initiatives manually.
Okay, so
If roll 20 was intuitive, more people would use it.
I mean, a lot of people already use it. It's
roll
like
20 if you're listening right now.
roll
Fix
20
it.
if you're the
Fix it.
NSA totally listening.
No,
I think it's fine.
it does what it needs to
Like
do, but sometimes it breaks inexplicably, and it's like, what the fuck is going on? Why are you Microsoft Word right now?
Oh god.
Oh boy. So also, Hadrid, you notice that the archer over here has decided that he's going to join you in whatever you're doing. So he is.
Staying in the guy with the panther, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
He's gonna get shot dead.
Kill them
Can
all.
I pretend to be an enemy NPC and try to kill that archer? Just for fun.
She really just wants to get the rolling stuff.
She wants to just be the murder hobo.
Yeah.
That too.
I need to compensate for the fact that I haven't had a game in 9 days, okay? Please.
Once
She hasn't
Alright.
gotten to roll the dice yet.
Once you start down the dark path, whatever for it, overshadow your destiny.
So as you're, go ahead and roll a stealth check.
Who is sitting in a train? That's what I swear I just heard.
I think
You want me to
Tef-
roll separately?
Oh, sorry, that's traffic again. I'm gonna mute myself
Like where would
again.
you like to
Mhm.
Cuddles to take
I mean,
yours?
I think 17's pretty good.
Okay.
Cuddles does have a +10 to stealth, but
Go, Cuddles, go. MVP
sure,
Cuddles.
why not? Yeah, exactly the same.
Okay.
She likes being like you. She rolls the same thing as you.
Inevitability of the pets.
Okay,
doing
so
fucking things.
you can hear some talking in the window saying, "He's down there somewhere. We gotta just take care of it." Another magic bolt flies past you harmlessly, no big deal. Several of them try to shoot you, fly past harmlessly, because they apparently don't see you very well.
Too stealthy.
Super stealth.
Then you see some arrows fly over your head. Again, they can't really see you very well at this point either. And then it's your turn.
Is there like a window right above me?
Yes, Itty, you see those light brown spots in the map? Those are windows. These are windows.
It's not exactly revealed, but
No, it's not revealed, yeah.
You can't see it?
No,
No.
you need
Yes,
to,
you can see it.
there's still like a little fog of war. You just need to. Yeah,
Oh!
there we go.
Oh dear. Well, there we go.
There we go.
well, I'm going to pop up and look through the window anyway.
Sorry.
So Yep.
Well, actually, probably should reveal that much.
I'm gonna look through this window. Is there anyone that I can see?
The window's a little bit above you. You peek in. Yeah, there appears to be, and I'll go ahead. There appears to be a humanoid figure who is got a bow at the ready. But he's like hugging the wall. He's not like out at the window at this point.
So it's not anything easy to hit.
No, I mean you could probably kind of try to maneuver yourself through the window and shoot him because he's not looking at the window. He's looking at the wall ahead of him.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try and go through the front door first.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna. That's 30, right? Looks like 30.
Okay.
I'm just gonna stealth along the wall. Cuddles is going to go right up the door and just get ready to pounce on anything that tries to get out of it.
All right.
And that's my turn.
All right.
Cuddles activates thumbs.
He has press on thumbs from Munchkin. Makes himself even more powerful. Herself.
Actually.
Cuddles is female, yes?
Yes.
Cool.
Okay, so your archer friend over here is going to start moving this way. Whoa, sorry about that. I'm so zoomed out, I can't see the numbers. It's never good. He's going to start running this direction, but he can only get about there. Unfortunately, that leaves him out in the open.
Pew pew.
He's gonna die.
He might as well be wearing a red shirt.
It's a terrible thing to say to a boy. You red shirt, you.
So, at this point, worry about that. Okay, so then the scout, the arrows start to fly from this one. I'm gonna roll for that. 6. They do fly over his head, so he is running through. Arrow shoots, flies over his head. Another one shoots. It's not gonna be lucky all the time. Oh yeah, that hits. Shoots. Longbow is
1d8, I
1d8.
believe.
So 1d8. Oh, no.
Hopefully this isn't one of the guys you just healed back.
No, they're tending to their friends.
Okay. Ooh, that's 2d8. Don't know the macro. All right. Why isn't that showing? Why is it doing it twice? Oh, that's. Oh, okay. What? Okay. Anyway,
When the DM's going,
my
what?
macros are not working. Hold on a second.
Never work for me. I never use them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So for 10, so you see the arrow fly at him. He takes. Oh, he goes. Oh, and kind of crumples a little bit. He's still going, but you can tell blood starting to come out of his side as he's trying to run. Actually, he would have had dash action. Oh well.
Oh well. He's dead now, so.
Too late. So I don't see any more that are really. Oh, how far away are these? I don't think they really have that much sight on him anyway. Okay, so that's their turn. That leads back to these guys. So, what is that guy? What's this character should say? Yes. So this one, next time you see just this flame erupt. Actually, you just feel the heat because you don't see the flame. You can see kind of a light from one of the windows as flame erupts and that should not be on edit mode. All right, flame. And that did no damage. Very helpful. How very helpful you are. Non-prepared damage spell. This is what happens when you the what's this called? The SRD is not flawless. Spells.
Sacred Flame. Does that mean the priest is attacking?
The radius spells damage increases.
Sacred
by
Flame is not just the domain of priests. Don't worry.
Spells damage increases by 1d. Okay, so target must make a dex save.
If it is the priest, I'm a terrible judge of character.
Let's see.
I mean, I think that the Sacred Flame is isn't it a cleric exclusive cantrip?
Yeah,
Yes.
but
Tome Warlocks, one thing can get it.
Yeah, I think specific different characters can get it. It's not exclusively just a.
And let's be
cleric.
honest. In general, most NPCs don't use classes in general, so there are several NPCs reading the book that can get the Sacred Flame spell, like cultists and acolytes and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but
Correct.
cultists and acolytes are kind of like clerics, but evil.
They
Yes.
sort of they follow the dark religions, but yeah, it's going to say it could be that
Does
they
not
are
make
cultists.
Save. Radiant damage. Yeah, and he takes. And you just see him. You look next to him, and he just erupts into flame. It's like just burning, spearing him.
Bye, guard.
He's still alive.
Oh.
Oh God!
Barely.
and then the next one does the same thing.
He just wishes he wasn't alive.
Yeah, exactly. He's just writhing in pain at this point.
Yikes, man! What a way to go.
Could be worse.
Save.
He could have actually died.
This time he actually makes the save. So the next you see right above you, Hadrian, the room erupts also in flame, but it appears that the spell did not work for some reason, and the guard is unaffected. All right, that's their turn. It's back to you. By the way, in front of you this is more of a porch, not actually a wall. It's more like a porch that goes around here.
You could climb up, I guess.
oh, so I can just like hop it.
Yeah,
hop
you could
onto
probably
it.
hop it. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna hop onto it, cover swap to here, and then just look for somebody to shoot at.
Okay, the doors are closed as far as you can tell at this point.
Okay. I motion for Cuddles to run up here and wait by the doors for someone to come through. Can I push open the door and still shoot through it with an action?
Go ahead and check the door first.
I attempt to push open the door.
It's not locked.
Okay.
So yeah, you could go ahead. I'll let you open the door and still try to shoot in. As you open the door, immediately you see there is a guy, and there isn't a guy because I just deleted him. Sorry.
There was a guy, but his temporal existence was removed.
Why is that doing
The
that?
D&D gods.
The gods of Roll20 went, no! And he died.
Yes.
Okay, so
He's stuck under the porch.
He was eaten by a grue.
all these tokens are taking the same amount of damage, and I do not want that. So I kind of
Yeah, that's bad.
yeah. So like the damage that's being inflicted on the guy over here is being inflicted on all of that type, which is
All
not
of
good.
the archers.
I assume you copy pasted them. Which is
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what happens.
Yeah, it assumes it's one entity, and then so if you copy paste them to multiple maps, it will your character's token will update automatically.
Right.
Unfortunately, it means all the freaking NPCs update as well. I have that problem.
Okay, so what I'll have to do is use the notes underneath. Okay, so
Yeah.
one for them.
This is when the pen and pencil come back into force.
Oh yes. Okay,
Yeah.
so
So can I?
yeah,
pew
you see
pew
the
at this
guy
guy?
at the door. He is kind of shocked that you are there. So yeah, you could get attack of opportunity on him. And 17, I do believe hits. Oh my god.
Wall road noise.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine.
I keep forgetting that if I'm muted or not.
It's just I think if you've got your headset on or if you've got your headphones in, it's hard to hear what background noise.
yeah.
I sometimes have crazy noise that happens behind me and I never notice.
Hits. Okay, so you anchor your bow and shoot. He goes, ah! Takes quite a bit of damage there.
Wilhelm scream.
I can't do that. Sorry. That would be too easy.
Poor Wilhelm's bloodline. They always die.
Okay, so he has that.
Space Wilhelm, D&D Wilhelm.
You want to use any of your movement back away from the door?
Yeah, I'll take a step back.
Okay. All right, so he gets hit. Are you going to move Cuddles, or is Cuddles just going to stay there?
Cuddles is standing by this door just to, if anyone comes out, she's gonna pounce on him.
Okay. And that means that it's your... Okay, so Archer over here, who is barely alive, runs across, and then takes...
And remembers how to dash, right?
He remembers how to dash, right? And then remembers how to dash, ducking under the windows here. It's gonna run about that far. Trying to be careful to stay out of cover as much as possible because he is on death's door. And I think he's just gonna kind of slump right there for the moment. Alright, that is his turn. Hold off on that. Okay, so back to these guys. The guy who got hurt, you could hear him cursing and muttering under his breath. He says, "Switch with me!" And switches with someone.
There's only one person here.
Of course, now you see... now you see what appears to be some sort of cloth-wearing individual, some sort of insignia. You can see it from the corner of your eye because it's trying to look around the door. Ever not so carefully. He's not as stealthy as the other guy. Why doesn't he have... Did I just make him part of the map? I did, sorry.
I do that a lot.
Okay, I was like, where did his health go? Not that that matters. He switches around with this guy. The other dude, the other one is, I've lost sight of the other one! There's one, and then you hear, there's one over here! Alright, I'm going in to reinforce the door! They're yelling. I don't know why they're yelling, but they are. So
it's a tense situation.
So they are.
And so we are yelling at one another.
Not exactly subtle terrorists.
Yeah, you can tell that these.
When are terrorists subtle?
You can tell that these guys aren't experienced. Individuals. I don't know why I'm showing that one. Sorry.
Because you want me to know that there's more people in the room.
There's a few people in there, and so a few people you hear the sound. Oh, it's not his turn. You hear the sound of some people running around inside the room to get ready. Cuddles, go ahead and make a perception check.
No one Cuddles.
Is this related to smell?
Come on,
Yes,
girl.
It is related to smell. Okay.
Cuddles will suddenly feel uncomfortable because she smells the smell of canine beast in the next room.
Ooh.
Dog monsters.
Now that's a bad sign.
All right. So that's their turn. All right, now it's their turn. This guy is going to come run out of the room a little bit here, and then he's going to see you, and he's going to mutter something under his breath. Go ahead and give me a dex save. Which should be any.
Ooh.
You do manage to save, so he mutters something under his breath, and fire erupts from his hands, and then nothing happens. And he's like, kind of looks at you and looks at his hands. It's like, and he runs back in the door.
Performance
Poor
problems.
guy.
It happens to all of us.
Poor guy, he's
the other student's dying in there. It's like, what just happened? I don't know. It's supposed to work. So he fails.
Incompetent terrorist.
This guy moves out this direction.
They're competent. They'll be doing something useful with their life.
He's just gonna kind of hang out
Sorry.
there.
Tired.
Yeah, I didn't sleep so well last night, but I'll be fine.
It's alright. It's just because when I yawn like that, so usually someone yells at me for not paying attention.
Bad.
Why are you so tired? It's not fair.
Hold on a second.
Remember, this is all because I wanted a healer's kit.
Yeah, I was going to say, I will
All
remind you.
healers care. Yeah.
Had you say waited for us to get back, then we all could have come here together. At the moment, we're just dicking about, thinking that we're hearing thunder in the distance. Yeah.
I mean, Pudding could have just said, "Hey, this time it wasn't me," and then you're like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, but it still sounded like thunder. So just assume it's gonna be thunder.
I mean, isn't it like clear skies or anything?
Is there any reason for us
What's
to
the
doubt?
weather like?
Yeah, the weather, just the normal sea kind of weather. It's probably around early spring, so there's occasional like thunderstorm or two, but today it's a sunny day, so you would kind of like to get.
Yeah, I think John would like to investigate it.
Okay, yeah. If any of you since this has happened so slowly because D&D's combat's ridiculous, any of you who wanted to like head that direction, who heard
Yes.
it, can start to head that way.
Yes.
No problem. I apologize for not telling
And you will show up in about 3 hours real time.
Let's be honest. Each round is 6 seconds.
Yeah.
So it would take you something like 20 rounds easily to get there, and that would be just like if you managed to run over there.
I
in
will
2
bend
minutes.
time. Make it happen.
There's also the fact that Cronus would be completely useless because he doesn't have his gear.
Cronus decided not to go anywhere near it. So.
Yeah.
Cronus
Kronos heard it and then decided to just walk away.
As I said,
Cronus-
he doesn't have his gear. He's not stupid.
Yeah. No, that's perfectly reasonable.
And what idiot runs towards an explosion?
Hatred,
No, I mean-
apparently.
No,
I mean, I
The
just
people
I
who
just
caused the
see-
explosion.
I mean, police and firemen, they probably run
Adrian
towards
has
the
that.
explosions.
And technically, the Coast Guard are sort of the police.
because we're
That is
that dedicated to the
that's-
role.
That's true.
Yeah.
We're That's because everyone here is that dedicated to getting the XP from combat.
Okay, so they're done.
Not even that. I just
Hadrian, as you begin to turn, you hear something along the lines of, and you hear, what is it? What is it, boy?
Yeah, I'd be following Fear just in case.
Someone's out there. Get ready. Hold the door. That's what you hear. It's your turn.
What the other two buildings, like, are there sounds of combat coming from over there?
Yeah, occasionally you'll hear somebody yelling and somebody, a shot being fired, magic being shot, things of that nature.
Okay.
There is definitely
So-
sounds of combat coming from different buildings. Hold on one
I'm
second.
gonna shout to the last standing guard over all the way over there.
Yeah.
Run on over. I think I need your help.
Yeah.
He's like, I will try. Yeah. Just give me a second. And
We'll cover you.
wait, are you talking about the guard that's hiding in the other building?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. He goes, yeah, I'm coming.
Yep. I'm gonna peek
So
around the door
So
again.
who is going towards towards this explosion right now? So I know.
Okay, that's me.
I'm following Fear. I'm
yeah.
I'm
I'm
of
just
the
dragging
opinion
him along.
I'm of the opinion I don't know what it was. It's probably not important.
I don't
All
care.
sorts of weird sounds happen in human cities.
James, you heard a weird rumble, but you didn't think of anything.
I'm hungry.
You're way out in the perimeter, so it's not like.
Yeah, I figured I would be too far out of range to really react to this. Unless like smoke is like billowing from the courtyard, it'd be. Nope.
Actually, give me a perception check.
All right.
I mean, the thing about
can I-
the thing about old medieval cities is buildings collapsed a lot because there was no
Yeah.
building regulations. So there's a lot of rumble when people's buildings fell down.
Will, if can I do a check as well? Because if I saw smoke or something like that, Fia would probably go
Sure,
running.
go ahead.
Yeah.
Good. Teth, yeah, you notice that there's a small
Yeah!
column of smoke that's coming out from the middle of the city. Fia, even though you heard the noise, you can't really detect. You can't really see a lot. I don't know what it is. You can't seem to grasp the situation. But you did hear the noise, and so.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like at a normal pace instead of running.
Yeah.
Okay.
Likewise,
Yeah, pretty much.
Wait. Okay, let me roll perception
Sure, John.
as well, so I can just drag her along. Like, no, wait, there's something important happening, probably.
Your wisdom's high, so let's see what happens. Yeah, John. Yeah, you notice that there is a column of smoke coming from not too far from you. You heard the sound of what sounded like explosions. This didn't sound like your normal low rumble of thunder. It sounded like explosions.
I don't know, guys. I see some smoke coming up from there, and I think we should go and check out. This is not thunder. I know thunder. Cord's blessing does not sound like this.
Gersh.
All right. So.
Okay, let's.
And I just go running in that direction. I kind of just tug Thea, like, come on, come on.
So Teth, are you going to actually start moving that way, though slowly?
Yeah. I'll move that way at a leisurely pace of like, Cronus decided to burn down the gallows.
It happened.
Just like, yeah, just another day. Just walking that
Nothing to do with us.
All
Hell,
right.
we've only known each other for 2 days.
All right.
Yeah.
You guys are on the way. Hadrian, it is your turn. Sorry.
You indeed have not known him for very long.
Yes.
So even if you did put that guy, I was like, well done. Okay, moving on.
Okay. So is this door, does it open in or open out?
The doors seem to open in.
Okay. So a panther cannot really hold it closed.
Correct.
Kato, no.
Hi, Cuddles.
Yes, real life Cuddles is here. I'm gonna do some hand gestures to Cuddles and do a short whistle, and I am going to run over here, and she's going to start running over there. I'm gonna whip out my rope and wait. Are they double doors or is it just a single door?
It's just a single door.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to hold it closed then.
Okay. Give me a strength check. Okay.
Why are you
I'll keep
rolling
that
so
in mind.
well?
My -1 strength did not matter there.
That's
No,
not bad.
Today is the day of the dad.
Yes.
Yes.
The day
Dad.
of the
Dad.
dad.
Dad 76.
It's when he really needs it that he's going to fail spectacularly. Don't worry.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the logic behind dice.
Cuddles
that's
is
how
going to make
It's not
a
how dice
loud
work, I know.
growl.
I tend to work the opposite way. I roll shit except when I really need to save my skin.
So you got
That's a better way of doing it.
Okay. And is that your turn?
Yes. Cuddles is making a loud growl to try and attract the attention of anyone
The kitty's so
inside.
cute.
Go ahead and give an intimidation check for Cuddles.
Okay.
Meow.
Just look
Okay.
at that. That's
That's
All
not
right.
bad. Yeah.
That's not bad at all. Cuddles starts, Panthers don't so much growl. They have this like piercing like scream almost that like a woman's scream, and so like she all of a sudden just and so you hear this. Oh my God! What is that? What the hell is that? And yeah, you'll see what happens. All right.
That's my turn.
Okay, so your archer friend down here, who is at the point of death, takes something out of his pocket, quaffs it down. He will regain. He looks like he's looking a little better. He's looking a little better now. So he gets up. He
Whoa. Beep beep beep.
Oh, sorry, I'm
moves
gonna mute.
this direction, and then, well, that's just 20. Sorry. More. That's 30, and then he's going to. Yeah, he's gonna leap the banister. Let's see if he falls and hurts himself.
Look at the cat.
No, he it's not the most graceful leap ever, but he does get over the banister and runs up to the wall next to here, and he gives you a look like, I've got you covered. And that is his turn. Let's just wait. All right. So finally, I think the next one, yeah, that's what's gonna happen. In the next one, you're gonna have your old guard friend join.
Zero initiative.
Yes, he has 0 initiative.
He doesn't do anything independently. He doesn't understand how to do work alone.
Wow. All right. He rolled a 19.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay, so he'll be in it next turn, then I'll swap everything around. Scout shows in. Okay, so those. The guy over here is suddenly, he's pretty bad off. Let me check his health. Yeah, he's not doing too well. You hear him go, I gotta get away. He just kind of slowly slumps over and out of view. other guy is just like, what do you mean you gotta get away? You gotta help me get out the door. All right. You really shouldn't see that guy right now. There is from the bottom, however. Let me reveal. You're on the porch. I should reveal a little bit more to you. Porch goes a little bit down the word this way. There's doorways there. You see from there. Okay. From the window over here, you hear, I've got a shot! And somebody is going to shoot an arrow at, because you're all in plain sight. His best shot, though, is at your archer friend right there.
God dang it.
Oh, yeah, he totally missed. So he shoots, the arrow shoots right next to the guy's face. He's like, I'm good. You hear cursing and crap as the guy runs away from the window again. You get the impression that they have clearly fortified this area pretty well in anticipation for this attack. So whoever planned this planned it pretty well. Now, the people actually involved in it, you're not so sure that they knew what they were doing when they hired them or when they volunteered. That's their turn. I don't think there's anybody else who can take a shot at this point. All right, so then I'm gonna switch the turn order over 20 and a dot. I don't know why there's a dot. Period.
20 period.
All right. So at this point, the guard that's been cowering over here in the building for the last forever decides that his only chance of real survival is to kind of go out help. So he starts to move out 30, and then he sprints over in this direction. Nobody's watching these windows anymore, but he doesn't know that. Runs this way. He's like, ah, I'm coming! I'm coming! Runs off in that direction. You hear in the you hear in the room, just keep your eye on the door. If something comes through, you shoot. I'll release the hounds, and I'll take him down, whoever it is. Remember the mission. Yes, sir.
The hounds.
All right. That's his turn. All right, so embarrassed acolyte over here is going to run back out the door. He's going to see your panther. He's going to pause a moment, and he's going to use his spell again because he is a cantrip. So flames erupt, but he is a little agitated and terrified by Cuddles. So go ahead and roll a dex save for yourself with advantage.
For me or for Cuddles?
For you.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah. So flames, nothing. You can see the look on his face of irritation as he runs back in. It's not working! My magic's not working!
Does Cuddles get attack of opportunity?
How close is he?
Because it's 2.5 feet.
Sure, why not?
Right. As she goes past, Cuddles is gonna try and take a chunk out of him.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. That hit. All right. So, yeah, he starts to run back in, and Cuddles just goes, ah! 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 Yeah. And if he back at the door. This time he shuts the door. He slams the door shut. I took my leg off. Oh my god!
And Cuddles just looks back with like the animal smile on his face, like with like a little bit of leg dangling out of her mouth.
Oh man, that's brutal and cute, brutally cute.
So then, there is another guy over here at this window. Here, he's gonna take a look. Sorry, you didn't see that. He's gonna take a look out the window. He's also gonna cast his spell. His shot again is probably better at the archer who's standing in the middle.
Poor
Who's gonna have to
Archer.
make it? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got to make a dex save. Oh, he does not make the save.
One day he will be useful.
All right, yeah.
That
You
is
see
his
the
dream.
flames erupt out of the window, and all of a sudden, your archer right next to you goes, "Ah! Oh, 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 the burns."
Those
It burns."
extravagant pain sounds.
What was I was wondering, is he jacking off there?
Ah.
Only in the very loosest sense of the word.
Oh, I don't know how much more of this I can take, friend. All right.
At least 3 more rounds. What's a round? Don't ask.
Be precise, right? All right. So now it's his turn. He goes, I'm too much in the open. I've got to find a better position. So he runs in this direction, right here, away from the windows. And then he walks over and slides open the door, backs up. And then he's going to quaff another of those vials. Now he looks fine. It's like, that's my last one. That's his turn.
Was there anyone in there?
Is in the room where he's trying to get into?
Yeah.
Yeah. They've been shooting from this window right here.
Okay. Oh, I'm just asking him.
He's like, yes, yeah. I think I could get some shots around.
Keep yourself safe.
All right. And with that, Hatred, it's your turn.
So the dogs that Cuddles were smelling, were those from this room or from back here?
They're in the room over here.
Okay. So I'm not really gonna be doing much this turn. I'm gonna just continue to hold the door closed.
Hold the door! Hold the door! Hold the
Cuddles
door!
is just going
Come
to
on.
Cuddles is going to try and show the people in there that if they want to come out, they're going to have bits taken out of it.
All right.
But yeah, no spells, no real actions unless you need to. Unless I need to reroll the strength check.
No. Nobody seems to be contesting the door at the moment, so you're good.
Okay.
I wouldn't contest the door from a giant panther. I mean, that thing looks hungry.
Yeah, I mean, the panther. I mean, do you want to have Cuddles try to knock down the door?
Cuddles technically at this level can't attack, with the exception of reactions. So.
Well, you can if you use your own act. Oh yeah, sorry. You
No,
have
this is a redone Beastmaster, so
yeah,
she actually just can't attack until level 5. So yeah, she's just gonna, if they open the door, she'll try and attack, but she's just gonna stand there otherwise. Because as long as they're in that room, they can't leave.
Very true. All right. So you wait. You hear a growling sound from behind the door. Nothing happens though.
Somebody's hungry.
Yeah.
Quiet down, Cuddles.
Nothing that. All right.
It's not you.
So, yeah. Let's see here. One of the guys in this room is going to run back up here. He'll look out the window. Yeah, over here. He is going to, first of all, he's going to tap the Dex to see if he can actually do this.
Crash through the window.
More along the lines of leaning out the window. And not
okay.
falling on
Without crashing out.
Okay, so he starts to lean out the window. You catch a glimpse of him with his bow leaning out the window, and all of a sudden, he just loses his balance and falls right out of the window onto the street, just like oh. So he is now over here. Oh, and he's prone.
Yay!
I would like to see that without that, if you don't mind. Thank you. He's prone. All right. The guy in this window over here, he's going to go back to the window. His best shot is at Cuddles. He is going to take his shot. That is a 14. Does that hit?
I believe so. I don't know. My armor class may be messed up.
Or he's shooting at Cuddles, not you.
Yeah, is that Cuddles?
Yep. 14 hits.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. So he takes his bow, take a shot. The arrow fires, hits Cuddles' shoulder. She screams a little bit. But you notice that it doesn't seem to have made much of a print. She takes about 3 points of damage. He rolled a natural 1.
Poor bastard.
Oh,
For the damage roll, that's good.
At least
poor
it was for the
man.
damage roll, yeah. That could have been bad. So yeah, so he rolled a natural 1. So 3 points of damage on Cuddles for that. Let's see, is there another one? Really? At this point. A door opens toward the bottom of the porch, and one of a particular. Oops, I think I moved the map. No, I didn't. I can't move the map in this layer.
Welcome to Buggering About with Roll20.
Oh, an archer comes out this way, sees your friend over here.
Oh dear.
Good
Yeah.
God.
Yes,
Poor
exactly. Ooh, yeah, that hits.
Uh-oh.
Let's see. All right. Ooh, ouch. So yeah, he takes his shot. He is sure-shotted. Shoots at the guard. He goes, oh, oh. He kind of falls back a little bit. He took a hit. Write that down. Yeah, he took a good hit. Ugh, I'm bleeding again. I don't have any more potions. Ugh. Ugh. And the guy runs back into the room. And that's his turn. All right. At the beginning of the next turn, I'm going to have all of you who are on your way to roll initiative. after I make your character tokens appear. There you are.
Where?
Top left.
Up there.
Oh, top middle. Sorry.
Upper,
Oh,
yeah.
I can't select my
I can't.
token.
I can't either.
Really?
Yep.
What?
Yeah, because you've made the default tokens, but you haven't given anyone permissions to control them.
I can control mine, fine.
Must because I used the character thing. I had all these set up before because it was gonna be something different, but
Yeah, it's
you
still
should be able to move it now.
You're using this.
And,
There we are.
I'm getting to the rest of you.
Delightful.
I'm getting to the
Nope.
I'll get to the rest of you. It's pretty bad when I don't remember your character names after all of this time.
We have got them in
Yeah,
our.
especially because they're
under-
all like listed under our faces.
It's ridiculous.
Character name.
Nice.
And I roll a 17.
All right. Siobhan's got 17.
I'll
And
start doing selections.
I forgot yours. Hold on one second. Should have just left you guys on the map. I don't know why I
I can.
Yeah.
didn't.
5.
And John gets 5.
No, that was for you.
That's fair.
Oh, Fia gets a 5.
Hence why Sab had a minor heart attack.
Oh. I'm sorry, I got distracted. Roll initiative now.
Yep.
Yes, please.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Selecting your token, click initiative.
Where's my token? I can't see it.
Top of the map.
Top middle.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Awesome. Great.
Still working on getting everybody's stuff up. Give me 1 sec.
Shit. Where's initiative?
It's in the middle of the map.
On your character
Yeah, middle
sheet,
of the sheet.
middle.
Yeah.
Hey,
Right under your
I got me.
class and level and race.
Oh, I see.
Let's see. And my character sheet.
That's pretty good for a cleric.
I'm not gonna worry about Bucky at this point.
Yeah.
No, but Bucky would fly off to a window and just
At least I
kinda
don't have
watch.
negative
My flank!
dexterity.
My flank! Ah! Shoot!
Let me
I
get
know
putting
it.
on the board real quick.
Bucky
Poor
is a pet. He is not a combat animal. He's just gonna be like, it's exploding. I'm gonna go this way.
There we go.
Bucky is smart.
Walk the flank!
Ah, he's smart. Bruh.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, so all of
So
you.
initiative.
Yes. Finished.
13.03?
I've probably got initiative, break initiative, task, check.
Oh, tiebreaker. Yeah. I don't think the rest of it is a tiebreaker.
13.03.
All right, that's new. Okay. Let me.
We can probably assume Hadrig outdexes Pudding.
Yeah.
I have 16.
Oh,
Okay.
I also have 16.
I'm sorry. I thought you were Warlock.
So Pudding is the man. He goes before Hadrid.
And so you guys start running down the street. You arrive, and you see a guard who's like trembling with his.
Okay.
his spear.
Can I say something before any of this, because I haven't been interrupting the battle.
Sure.
As soon as I was moving towards an obvious place of danger, I would have cast Armor of Shadows on myself.
Armor of Shadows.
It's basically
Well,
mage.
Mage armor.
Mage armor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, your AC's up.
Is it the demon mage armor?
No.
Technically, given that I believe Pudding is a great old one, it's technically tentacle monster mage.
Oh, okay. Japan mage armor.
Damn hentai!
Okay. So yeah. So you guys come running up, and you see this guard is just shaking. He's like, Oh, are you the guard? They're everywhere. I don't know where they're going to come out next. The square. Look at the dead bodies. Oh, and he throws up.
Okay.
Oh.
You can see this
Yeah.
guard population has been recruited from idiots, clearly.
Do you
Not so
know
dead-
this just now?
No, I've not been here.
Okay, so he goes, I gotta be
We've got
brave.
some-
I gotta be brave.
We got some road noise, Victor.
Oh,
we go.
my bad.
No worries.
I
And
mean,
so he starts headed off toward that direction, sprinting. He gets to the guardrail. He's gonna try to vault it.
He's not going to try and hit the guy on the ground.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that guy. Sorry. He sees the guy landing on the ground. He's like, I've never killed anybody.
Well,
Oh.
true.
Both these two are hostiles.
Anyone with the red dot is hostile.
red
Anyone
dot
with the
is
blue
hostile.
dot is
I
an
marked
ally.
them because they're some of the similar people. So
I appreciate
marked
that.
them. Yeah. you
I
are.
didn't notice the red dot at first.
yeah.
So he's on the ground prone. So that's an
Advantage.
automatic crit, isn't it?
No, it's
No,
it's,
it's
it's advantage if
advantage.
they're prone.
I think it's an
melee.
automatic crit if they're incapacitated, which I
Yeah.
don't
Yep.
think he is.
Okay. So
You
yeah,
can still technically move around, yeah.
okay. So he stabs down. That's a 19, but he gets advantage. Let's see if he is better. Actually, he's using strength.
What?
He's using strength. His modifier should probably be higher.
I think
Strength.
19 would hit the guard anyway.
Well, it's just a more of a along the lines of.
To see if it crits.
Yes, correct. Yeah. Should be. Yeah. Well, no, it's the same. Actually, he has a +1. He still would hit anyway. How'd you know it was a 19?
You said it was a 19.
Oh, did I?
yeah.
Never mind.
No,
Yeah, the
he's
rules
not. He's not hacked you. Don't worry, Will.
no. I was like, is it not working? Yes.
He's actually behind you.
We've been watching him the entire game. We wondered why he was there.
No. So the other one's So he hits it. It is a 19. Let's see how his damage is. Carrying.
Creeping out Will one thing at a time.
1d6 +1.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, creep out the DM. That's a good way to get a continuous game running.
I mean, if it gets creeped out by this, I pity him.
Well,
Okay, so 1d6 +1. Okay, so he stabs down. The guy takes a little bit of damage, but it doesn't seem to have done much. Kind of looks a little disappointed and is like, "It didn't kill him? Oh man!" He's kind of freaking out now. That's his turn. Hey, did you hear? Whoa, in the other room. Whoa, just steady, boys. Steady. Wait for it. Teth, it's your turn.
Well, I saw a guard wander off this way. I'll go follow him. Do.
Okay. So as you turn the corner, you just see a sea of dead bodies everywhere. Fires are not as burning hot as they were a minute ago, but they are still smoldering and ash everywhere. It is a complete scene of carnage. And yeah, as you walk that direction, you see there's this guard who's like, "Oh, I just stabbed him." Look at it, and then there's this guy on his back, like clutching his chest from getting stabbed. Like, he has this look of, "Finish it, stupid!" Continue.
Are our measurements correct? Because if from where I started, I think that would be about my 30 feet. Or wait, no, never mind.
Yeah, that's
Everything
it.
is 2.5.
You can also dash if you wish.
Yeah, but you can't attack after a dash, so.
True.
I'll just hide. I'll lurk here in the shadows with a hide.
Give me
Just
some.
take. Yeah, just I'm taking the surroundings at the moment.
Okay. Wow, nice.
I'm just disappear right here by the guy's pile of barf.
Yay.
Smells great. All right. Ava.
May I quickly make a perception check just to see if I know that he's there?
Sure. Go ahead.
No.
Aha. Probably so.
All right. Yeah. You look at the direction. All of a sudden, you see Teth. You see what a half-orc elf, which you can't imagine anybody but it being Teth. Look around the corner, and then duck right back behind. So
I'm the only green person we've seen in town so far.
yes. Other than the bartender.
Yeah.
Green elf with tusks.
Yeah.
Pretty elf?
All right.
No, pretty orc. Pretty orc.
Tevin, it's your turn.
Pretty orc.
I'm not pretty elf.
Pretty orc.
Sorry, I'm just looking up what creatures I can transform into.
He
I
is
apologize.
already eyeing people up.
What?
What?
You were commenting that they were pretty, so I'm just saying Thea's apparently already eyeing people up.
You've,
I think
you've
it's-
apparently missed the conversation I had with Teft about his half-elven heritage.
I was gonna say we came up with that nickname like weeks and weeks ago.
Yeah, we would say
Do you
pretty.
think I paid attention?
Maybe.
Sometimes.
Oh, poor you.
So you need to stop thinking that I'm like jumping every male character ever. Because it's not gonna happen.
Oh, I know, I'm just making fun of it.
Oh fuck you.
No thanks, darling.
Anyway.
Thank you for the offer, though.
Oh dear. Sorry, I apologize. This is taking so long.
No,
I
no,
need to
no.
make
Take your time.
It's mainly because I need to make sure I need to make a list of creatures I can become. Considering the situation, and that we don't know how many enemies there are, we don't really know what's going on. I probably would have. I probably wave my hands and mutter something under my breath in Druidic, and where Tivan was standing, a black bear is now there.
Ooh.
How convenient. I have one of those.
I didn't know that, but yeah. Cool.
Trinket! Trinket!
No, Trinket is a brown bear. I am a black bear.
I don't care.
Why did you choose a black bear if you can transform into a brown bear?
It's too high a challenge rating for me. I can only do a challenge rating of half at the moment because I.
Oh, so you're a land druid.
Yeah, well, I'm Circle of the Moon. So, can I do challenge rating of 1? I thought it was.
Yeah, you
only-
can. That's the point of Circle of the Moon.
I thought it was 1 at a certain point. I wasn't
Do you
sure.
want brown bear?
Yes, but we can keep the same bear token. We don't. I'm not sure we're gonna worry too much about that. My apologies.
Circle of the
Pretty
Moon.
dark
Circle
brown.
of the Moon is the whole. I'm freaking OP because I can transform into anything.
Brown is large, so you are a large bear.
4x4.
Whoa!
Yeah. So there's sort of a weird greeny yellow energy, and just then suddenly.
So you
a
guys
massive
watch
great-
it, all of a sudden Tavon just shapeshifts and forms into this really large bear.
Whoa, that's so cool!
Fia is used to it.
She was
She's
waiting.
like, eh.
She was guessing, is it going to be bear? Will it be wolf? She was placing bets.
Whoa, man, you're a
Yeah.
bear.
Okay. And
I refuse to acknowledge the or. At which point I've got a speed of 40, so that's
Okay.
let's see how far we can go. The 40 is around about there. I'd probably obviously I don't know what's going on, so I'd lumber around to probably about here to see, just to take in what's going on.
as you turn the corner, you see a guard who's got his kind of his spear up, kind of shaking. You see another guy on his back, kind of mad that he didn't finish the job, but he's
Right.
like clutching his chest with blood coming out. You also see there is a panther on the porch. Looks familiar to you. And
I recognize that one.
There's Hadrid. Hadrid, you see that all of a sudden there is a large bear that comes bounding around the corner. And by the way, Teth, you're right next to him, so you're like, you probably looking the other way. All of a sudden, this bear comes bounding past your shoulder.
Yeah, it's just like there's this sort of rumbling in the cobblestone, and just he comes around the corner. He sees combat happening, and he just lets out a very sort of bestial roar, like you would. If you've ever heard Skyrim bears, you're like, oh shit!
Inside the room, it's like, holy hell! What the hell is that?
So I move up a little bit further to about there now. I've seen the situation. I'll move over slightly so I don't get in the way.
And you also notice that there are just bodies everywhere. It's just complete, utter devastation. The square.
There's like a pause from the bear as it sort of looks over everything, because obviously they're all burnt bodies, aren't they?
Yeah, they're pretty bad.
Yeah.
A lot
So
of them are.
he's having internal flashbacks, but we can do that another time. But it's pretty nightmarish for him.
Yeah.
And so he's sort of looking around, and the bear looks agitated. But that's my turn. I can't do anything else. I can't spit at them or anything.
All right. So with that, we'll go to magic users. Let's see. There's the one at the window over here. It's starting to become Yeah, there's a few magic users. The one at the window over here sees that it's starting to get. He starts yelling at the guy. There's more of them. I don't know if we're gonna survive. I didn't sign up for this.
I didn't sign up for
Stupid.
this.
Keep your composure, man. We gotta finish the mission. Stay cool.
Stay cool.
So the guy runs up to the window. He's gonna unleash. You only see 2 enemies. Yeah. Well, the one that I'm talking about hasn't been quite revealed. He's kind of just shooting through the window.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Yep.
And he's going to use his spell on Cuddles again, because Cuddles is the most visible at this point. Go ahead and do another dex save for Cuddles.
Yep.
All right, yeah, this time the flames roar up out of the window, but nothing seems to happen to Cuddles. And the guy, you hear a curse, and he just kind of walks away from the window. And then down at the bottom, let's see here. The door is still open, and another magic user comes running out. He sees poor archer guy over here.
Oh my god, no.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Why are they? I must have damaged it somehow. I still put.
Cuddles took a bite out of one of the magic users.
It wasn't the magic user I had a problem with, though. It was the archer for some reason had damage. I don't know why. I'm learning how these stupid things work.
No worries.
So he's going to cast it on how many hit points does he have left? Okay. He's going to cast his spell. He's going to have to try to make his save.
Please make this save.
He just makes his save. The fire roars up and nothing happens. Curses and runs back in. Why is our magic not working? We were sure this would be an easy assignment. Okay. That leads to Pudding.
Yay.
Right, now if they're not freaked out already, it's about to happen. So Pudding just reaches up, his hand up into the air as though grasping for something, and pulls it down and says, "Darkness, hide me." And Will see it, but no one else will, I think.
Okay.
Suddenly there's an enormous pool of darkness around Pudding. And he moves. And
You
puts
inked
it to
yourself.
the parrot's inside there. And I move out of the way of everyone except the parrot, because I can't get far enough away.
Oh yeah, his devil's sight, because he can actually see in his own darkness.
Yeah.
It'd been hilarious if he couldn't.
Very nice. Okay, thanks for that.
dark puddle wandering around. Like, where the fuck am I?
Yeah.
So yeah, so you watch his pudding just cloud shrouded and he vanishes.
Yeah. And there's just this enormous cloud of darkness or dome of darkness in the middle of that.
If you want to set up an aura, you can.
I have set up an aura, but you
I
can't
can
see
see
it.
it. I can see it.
Oh, okay.
DM can say it's visible from token, but if he doesn't, then only DM and the player can see it.
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, and Hadrid, you hear you still hear the growling, the scratching. They're getting anxious. They're wanting off the chain.
They want out.
Okay.
Oh, let
your
the
turn.
dogs out.
That sounds suspiciously like zombies.
What kind of door handle is it?
It's just a plain, normal door handle, like iron, maybe.
There's no like loops or anything?
No, it's just like a solid circle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does it have like a bulb on it?
Yeah, it protrudes. The knob protrudes from the door.
Okay. I'm going to spend my action to tie the rope around the door handle.
Mhm.
Just get it really tight, and then tie the other end to the railing here.
Okay. All right. We'll see if that holds.
Need me to make any checks, or is that just happens?
It's just going to be how it is. We'll see what happens if
Okie
it
doke.
comes to that. All right. So you tie the rope around the railing. Is that your turn? You gonna move?
I'm then just gonna shout, 2 enemies in there, 3 enemies in there.
Yeah.
And I point
Pointing to
to
where the three.
two enemies in there, 3 enemies that direction.
Okay.
All
What
right.
direction?
Shout that at us, basically.
Yes.
Yeah, so there's a rumble from the bear. I think I'll
Rumble, rumble.
Yep. And Cuddles is, since I didn't direct her to do anything, she's gonna just like jump on top of this guy.
Okay.
see ya.
Can't actually make an attack, but she just wants to go. Land on him.
See if
The
you
weight
can
of a
grapple him. See if you can grapple him.
Sure.
Give me a strength check.
Strength or athletics? Actually, it doesn't matter. It's the same thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say athletics. You might have something better for him, so it's always better to go athletics.
Go with athletics. That's fine.
Well, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
You might be proficient.
Do you want me to roll another one?
No, that's fine.
It's +2 either way, so it would have been
Plus-
a 12.
Okay.
Strength
Yeah.
or 12 athletics.
Okay. So yeah, you jump on and let me see. I'm going to try to do it. It's tested here, so I will roll out the open.
No.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, so Cuddles tries to pounce on him. He snarls and throws her to the side next to the railing. Keeps him off of him. That is your turn. Okay, so the archer over here is like I don't know what he's gonna do.
Can I shout at him, or have I used my shouting?
Yeah, go ahead. You can just say.
Just get to cover. Keep yourself safe.
Right. So he goes over to the rail and jumps over the rail and ducks underneath the rail. He's going to do. Oh,
Oh God.
a terrible stealth check.
This is why you don't let the squishies do anything important.
All right. So he's gonna hop over the rail and stay down. That leads to Sean.
All right. So Jean is gonna go right behind the big old bear because he's impressed by it. He's like, "Oh, it's a bear," and he's gonna stand right here.
John's in a full fanboy mode.
As long as he doesn't start petting you, I'm sure you're fine.
You will get a bite if you try and get an attack mode there. Even if it is Tavan.
Excuse me.
Go ahead, John.
And then do I know this guy's an enemy? Did I hear the shouting and stuff?
You can
There's
tell,
guards standing there.
Yeah, you can tell that there's a guard who's kind of shaking. The same guy that you saw, like he's got his spear raised over this guy, and you see Cuddles is kind of like been pushed against the railing.
I'm like, come on, guy, come on, man, don't hesitate like that. And then I'm gonna cast a sacred flame
Okay.
Oh,
on the
sacred flame
guy.
of your own.
Everyone's using Sacred Flame.
Sacred flame everywhere.
Well, he's a
Please stop
cleric.
using fire. You're gonna make the druid uneasy.
No, but it's not fire.
It's
radiant.
Well, it is
How
radiant
do I
fire.
cast it?
Click
I
on
think
it.
it looks however the deity would have their radiance be portrayed. So
Cord
So
would
the
probably be
radiance
a
is gonna
fist.
probably look like a thunderbolt or something.
Oh,
How
yeah.
do I cast a spell? I'm trying to click on the text and it's not going.
You probably have nothing listed as display text. You
We
put
might
it
still
all
edit
under the other thing.
Is your sheet yellow at all?
Is it yellow?
Yeah,
or
it
is
is.
Turn off
Okay, you need to go to the bottom of the sheet and click on the little pencil.
or the top. With spells, you go to the top and click on the
Oh,
pencil.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Now everything makes sense.
Yeah, that sheet is very confusing.
I like it.
Well-
I hate it. It's been badly made and keeps losing information constantly.
Wait, a DC 10 strength? That's not my.
Well, you've made it wrong then.
I used the SRD.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And as I
still-
said, it loses information constantly. That's why I hate it. It's probably
need-
lost your ability modifier from it.
I think you still
Okay.
need to set some things manually.
Yeah.
Like if you put
Yeah.
your spell casting ability under default ability, it automatically calculates the DC. But what kind of saving throw needs to be made? I don't know. Maybe you need
Yeah.
to.
Dex.
Well, but the DC is wrong.
Yeah, because
don't
you have
worry about it.
What's your wisdom modifier?
My wisdom modifier is a 3.
So it's
It's
a
11
DC
plus 3, so
13.
it's 14.
It's a
It's
DC
a
13
13.
14.
Dex.
14. We've got plus
Uh,
3 proficiency, so.
it's,
Yes, it's 8 plus 2.
No,
For
plus
your
3.
proficiency.
We're level 5.
We're level 3.
We're level 3.
Level 3.
Oh,
level
level
3.
3 too.
Mhm.
True.
Yeah, so yeah, it's a 13 DC.
13? All right.
Yeah,
DC
and
13
it's a
Dex.
dexterity saving throw.
All right.
Yeah, sorry about the random thorn whip. I was just testing
He
things out.
does not make the throw.
So he takes the 7 damage.
7 damage. All right. Let me see what he has down listed. Yeah. So John's hands erupt in flame. He's like, "This is how you do it." Shoots the flame. The guy is like, "Ah! Ah!" But he realizes that he's still not dead. He goes, "Just kill me already! I didn't want to die."
Hey man, I tried, and I'm gonna try again.
Tomorrow.
Hang in there. All right. So that's your turn. I think.
he shall be allowed to die once he ceases being useful or amusing. Not before.
All right. So that leads to these guys.
Not the bard?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
my
the
turn.
hidden people.
Yeah, yeah. You can't see some people. Sorry about that. So. Probably should. Like they're hidden out.
I think you deleted me from the turn order
How did you get deleted?
because
That's
you
because
deleted
he
my
changed
character
you to a
token. Yeah.
Oh.
Character tokens.
You need to put the 7. I think you had 7. No, 12.
Hold on.
I had a 17.
Yeah.
I had a 17.
I'll put
So
you back up.
the bear has 17.
I got you.
Larg.
I'll fix the turn order in just a second once I'm good.
It's fine. I just wanted to mention before we got to my turn and missed
Yes. Why haven't I had a
That
turn?
takes forever. Do.
So yeah, so this archer here, he has nothing really easy to shoot at, so he's gonna have to try to shoot at you, Hadrid.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah. So he's gonna walk up to the window here. It's just enough of an angle that he won't hurt himself. He rolled a 1. All right, so maybe he will tumble out of the window. All right, so he's going to the bow. He's straight to shoot at you, and then something makes him jump to the side. He goes, "Ugh!" And then he like falls through the window onto the porch. He's now full view of everybody.
So he was on the second floor and just like fell out the window.
Well, the window is a little way raised up, so he falls out the window onto the porch. It's not like he fell a long distance. It was
Oh,
just-
okay.
They're all single-story buildings.
Yeah.
So it's,
Yeah, that's
you fell like 2 feet.
I didn't know if we ever asked if it was second story or not. So
Oh, yeah. It's 1-story building.
I did at the very beginning.
okay, I might have missed that.
Yeah.
So he is on his back prone as well. Guy down here walks out, sees there's no one standing there, but his dude on the ground. He can see you, so he's gonna try to take a shot at you.
Next to a strange
And
rope
he
contraption.
rolls a 2.
He's having a good old time.
Yeah.
So he just like shoots the arrow. I don't guess he's not got his shot totally right.
Arrow wasn't knocked right. Just goes.
Something like that. Arrow whizzes by your head and nails the door right behind next to you.
You see, the arrow was put the wrong way around on the string.
Yeah,
Pointy end first.
complete confidence.
No,
as
he was
runs
holding.
back in the room.
He was trying to fire the arrow backwards.
The guy standing here is currently prone, so he's going to want to try to get up. That's half his movement. And does he have, what's some kind of weapon? I think he has dagger. If he's in close combat. Is a dagger a dex weapon, by the way?
Yeah,
Yes.
It can be
it's a
finesse.
finesse.
Oh,
It's a finesse. You
Oh,
can
he's
do
got a
strength
short
or dex.
Okay, short sword. So it's strength.
Short sword is finesse.
I
Short
was just
sword is
testing
also
out.
a finesse weapon.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it is because it's short.
Strength or dex.
Okay.
Yeah. All finesse weapons are going to use either strength or dex.
Okay, so we'll use his higher modifier. So he takes out his short sword and stabs it at the guard. Yeah. So he's apparently kind of dazed and out of it. He stabs at the guard, and even the terrified guard who's got his spear out, who's like, oh, he misses him, and he just ducks aside. He's like, oh, curses. And he's like, oh. There's nowhere for him to go because if he can't really run away without leaving himself open, so he just hunkers down and gets ready for whatever is coming. And I think that's it for that one. And those are just waiting. Fia, it's your turn.
Yay. Yeah, I'm gonna go all the way down here and see all the dead bodies and freak out.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah,
Or in the pile
I
of
see-
vomit. Bleh.
yeah, hi.
Oh, Jesus.
No,
It tests
just gonna-
standing in it.
like see them half
Mm.
burning and everything, and I kind of like say to the bear that, don't worry, it's gonna be fine. You can do this. You're stronger than this. And I am going to, where is it? Ba-doo! He's gonna get an inspiration.
All right.
And also I'm gonna see like this shit happening over here, and I'm gonna like look at this archer guy who looks like he's barely standing, point at him and go, you stay down.
Okay.
I'm gonna insult him. Ugh.
All right, I'm going to.
What a great insult.
You
Wow.
get down.
You
You!
stay down now.
Now, immediately.
That's awesome.
No, don't
All right.
hurt me. Heart attack.
Just we're about to hit the turn order. As you guys are
Well, did it
beginning
work?
to, yeah, he got wait.
Mockery.
Oh, vicious mockery.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wisdom. That's humorous.
He rolled a 20. No.
That would be weird. It's not terrible. It's not great. Let's see. Ooh, wow. He rolled a 19. Wow.
None of them 19.
He was improperly mocked.
Yeah, I was like, yay! Oh, no. No.
No, for some reason, the vicious words that spew out of your mouth have no effect on him. He just kind of
Damn it.
goes, whatever.
Yeah, that's fine. That's...
He's like, I'm already on the ground.
But
It's
he's
like-
not on the ground anymore.
Yep, he got up.
I've been there. I don't want to go back to the ground.
Okay, so as the turn ends, you see that that a group of guards are coming in from the southeast. They're and Hadrian, as you see this, you can see there were quite a few more than were started out. It appears that some have died in the combat, but there's a few coming in from there. And we'll just give him the same dex, same as others. That will reach the turn order. So at the top of the turn order, you hear, "What's going on out there? Wish I knew. They're still fighting. They're still going on. We're probably gonna have to leave. There's no way out. The window's over here." And you hear him say it, considering. He's like, "I don't know if we can make it escape that way or not." No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Oh, God.
So, yeah, that's all you hear through the door. Okay, so, oh yeah, there's a guard already on the board. I'll just use his initiative. Delete that one. All right, so guard over here with his spear in the air. He's like, "I'll kill you! I will!" And he stabs him. And misses. He stabs, and his spear kind of hits the wall behind him. And he's like, "Ah!"
This guy just can't die.
To which the guy he's trying to kill is at this point he's almost ready to take his own life.
That's torture, man.
He
That's
is that
torture.
bad off. Down to the southeast, you see two guards. 2, 3, 4, 20. 30.
I think the guards are a little bit beyond where we can see.
Well, there
No,
are
we can
several
see.
guards that are they're headed in your direction.
Because there's the fog of war that sort of is about here.
Oh
Oh no, from southeast.
No,
yeah,
Sorry.
southeast.
I
That's
was,
what that
I
was.
confused myself and thought
The captain.
My apologies. I'm very
yeah,
bad.
you can see Hadrian that it is Captain with a few of the surviving guards heading towards the building.
Considering that he came out with 4 and I sent him there with only 2 guards, I'm proud of him.
Well, you surmise that it might have been from the other party.
Oh, from both
So,
of
yeah.
the southern parties.
Yeah. What is it? Knights. Okay, so I was right. So yeah. So he was here. So they come running up and go, and they see this really large bear, and they're like, "Ho!"
Who brought the bear?
Well, this party already brought a jaguar. But
True.
one thing I will say is that because it's druidic rather than just being a plain bear, Tavan can choose to leave these basically tattoo colors on. So it's like got like green weird markings covering its fur, as opposed to just being a flat bear. So it does look like it's owned by someone as opposed to being a wild bear.
And since no one else over here seems to be caring that there's a large bear, they just kind of look around and kind of trust that the bear is on their side at the moment.
I would probably shout at them. He's with us. He's a friend. Something like
And
that.
then the captain goes, "How many are left in the? How many are left in the building?"
I don't know.
He's yelling at you, Adrian.
Oh, at me?
Yeah.
We got 2 in here, some in here, 3 back here. Well, now 2.
He looks at the tactical position of the building. All right, men, we're gonna go around the other side. Yes, sir.
They're going out the windows.
He nods. We gotta keep them from escaping at all costs. All right. So that occurred. He made his movements. Teft.
Alrighty. I'll cruise on over here to this guy. No. This is how you kill people.
You're in,
Watch
you
him
got-
roll a 1.
you got in the way of my
Actually-
charge.
Actually, I'll go around this way so I can. I'll go. Let's see.
Whoa,
No.
you moved
I'll
a
go
long way.
like that.
Okay.
I couldn't figure out how to do a normal line, so I'm like doodling.
That's fine.
I don't know how to get rid of my doodle now.
You use the select tool and then select it and delete. Press the word button delete.
Oh, there we go. All right.
There we go.
And I'll cruise over here and I'll give this archer guy a whack with my sword.
You're all right.
Use the sharp end, not the blunt bit.
It's a rapier. The whole thing is sharp. Just
Actually, it's just the pointer sharp.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a 15.
All right.
Some
And
manner
so
of edge.
finally, you take your rapier, stab him through, and he goes,
Oh.
"Hey," and he dies.
First blood.
Actually, yeah. The first person to die.
And that's the first person to actually die in this battle.
Whoa,
We've been
man.
going 2.5 hours.
Look at-
No, I'm kidding.
We've been,
It's
you know,
D&D.
we've been playing in total for 3.5 now.
Yeah.
Battle has been going on for about 1.5 hours.
And then since I did make a melee attack, I get to use the Horde Breaker from Ranger. So I'm gonna rapier the caster standing behind Cuddles there.
You can't because there is a door.
It's through a door.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I thought we
Called
were
the door
I thought we were on the on like a patio.
Yeah.
No,
Yes,
you
we
said-
are on a patio, but there's a door.
Yeah,
Oh,
there
okay.
is a door. Let me go ahead and also do those.
There's a door here, door here.
How big are these windows?
Not big enough for a bear.
Don't
Not
tell
big
him that.
They're big enough that you can get somebody to go through them, but they're not huge. They're
Damn.
just big
enough.
enough for a person.
It's enough for a person, probably not for a bear.
Be the Kool-Aid man. Just go. Oh yeah.
I will do my best. Considering. Yeah. Had you not killed that guy, I would have been all over him.
Yes.
But that's guys.
Hold on a second. I have it. What is
Oh,
happening?
there is another enemy on the west side, prone on the ground.
Yes, there is one on the porch that is
Well,
currently.
that one.
Oh, that's your health bar. Fine. Trying to draw into him. Hold on a second.
No, that's fine. We know where they are. It's fine, dude.
Yeah. They're all right now. All the doors are currently shut except the one down here,
Yeah.
and
This
the
one
down
cannot really
here.
open.
This
Can you
one
tie it
is
closed?
Hadra has wired that one shut.
Not that closed it.
All right. And that's your turn?
Yeah, because I thought this guy was outside with us, so.
Taven.
Well, since my planned epic charge into the side of a dying enemy didn't work because he was dead, I will.
You can still charge him, he's just
He's just-
kebab.
I'm not intending to make this some sort of weird slaughter scene.
An echo from what Hadrid previously said occurs to you. They're going out the windows.
True, I can't get through the damn windows, so I can't get them.
You'll fit. You just take the window frames with you.
Do I need to roll to fit through a window? No, I'm kidding.
No, it's not going to happen.
I'm also
what I
thinking
can-
there are windows on the other side of the building. They might just go through those instead.
Yeah. What I basically
Wait,
do is come up. I hear the yelling.
this is a
people
window?
Saying that they're looking at the They're going to go out the windows.
Yeah.
They haven't gone out the windows, but you hear discussions about it. at
Yeah.
this point.
So
Yeah.
I head up to this window, and being a big ass bear, I try and stick my head and see if I can see through. Is this like?
Yeah, let me get that for you. You see a room, but it's pretty much, this room seems to be empty.
Right. From what I can see.
Right.
So what I do is, because I have more movement left, I can head over to about here, and I repeat the process, trampling over this dead bastard's corpse.
Stompity, stompity, stomp.
Stompity stomp, and then look through.
Okay. Yeah, in this room, go ahead and roll a perception check.
Right. Do is there advantage for smells, or is this just sight? Because obviously, being a bear.
Go ahead and I'll give you advantage.
Okay, cool. So I have my standard Tavan perception because I am because I have my mental faculties still. Give me a second. So, but I do get
Thank
advantage
God
on
you
that.
get advantage.
Yes.
Yeah. 16.
That's better.
Yeah. You notice that there are what appear to be 3 individuals in the room. One in the corner over here. Let me go ahead and get to the right layer. One in the corner over here seems to have a drawn bow trained on the door. The other seems to be some sort of magic user who is also watching the door. And then there is this frantic magic user over here who is holding the door for dear life. And they see your head come through the window, and they're all like, "Whoa!
Here's Johnny. No,
It's a bear! It's a bear!"
is it got a glass pane or is it just an open window?
It's an open window. It's not nothing.
So obviously I know I can't get through there because I'm not actually a bear. So I just take a good look and make sure they know I can see them. Then I drop down, and then I look at who's the closest person to me.
Out of
Cuddles.
turn, could I
Not
perhaps use you as a stepping stool to get through the
I was
window?
gonna say, Cuddles and I share a knowing look, and then who is that? I can't.
Tavon.
No, that's
No,
me.
not Tavon, Teft.
Teft.
Sorry.
I was going to say, I look at Teft and then I make a growling sound and shift my head towards the window and then tap 3 times. Hoping
I don't know bear, but I can probably connect the dots and go,
Yeah, I was
sweet,
gonna say.
stepping stool.
That as well. I was trying to tell him there's 3 in there. He can see if he wants to try and climb over me, beware.
Well, I imagine the window's like 7 feet up, so and you're big bear, so it's like, okay, I climb onto Vaughn and hop through the window.
You can do that, yeah. Just
You
don't
crush
step
him in
near
the process.
yeah, just don't step near my face because you might get bitten
Yeah,
instantly.
yeah. No, I would avoid that. Like, bear shoulder into window.
Yeah, just check.
Hadrid told everyone that there was 2 in there. So,
So I tap.
everyone
3
knows
times.
that there's at least 2.
Right.
Yeah. Obviously, he doesn't. We've not fought enough for you to understand my
No,
bear
no.
sign.
Yes.
But yeah, carry on.
Bear sign language.
So that's all I can do this turn.
You can correct me after battle of 3 stomps means there's 3 people in the room, not use me as a step stool.
Okay.
When he does it, I might be surprised.
So
But
the-
yeah, we'll do it
The
when
guy
we
holding
get there.
the door kind of backs up a little bit further away from the window over here. The other guy runs over, walks over here and like trains his magic on the window, and the guy over here's like, but we gotta watch the door. Who cares? A bear! It's a freaking bear!
Everyone's reaction is just bang against the wall. Make sure, not to do anything, obviously, but make a loud noise as if the bear is trying to break through.
Just bangs his head on the wall like, mate.
Let's see.
They're covered in dust and wall dirt.
Magic user over here. It's gonna look out the window again. He's gonna try to shoot. It's gonna use the flames come up. Sorry, Hadrid rolled another dex save.
Me?
Yep.
Yes.
Don't die.
Oh, I'm not gonna die.
Yeah, it's not gonna die.
Yeah.
Rolls a 1.
I'm still at max hit points.
All right.
Yeah, we're not taking much damage.
Okay, yeah. So you feel this divine radiant heat begin to crackle on your skin. You take. Okay. You take 2 points of damage. It doesn't feel like it's too incredibly hot, but it's enough to irritate you a little
Tingly.
bit. And then cleric the acolyte backed away from the window. Let's see, acolyte down here. He's gonna run out. He's gonna see the guy. Unfortunately, because his stuff roll was terrible.
No!
He's gonna cast his spell. Oh, and he rolled a 1 on his save. Oh, yeah. And as the flame comes up, you just hear. Ah! Oh.
These poor bastards are just being tormented now.
He's dead.
Sounds
oh
like it.
no!
Falls over. Yes, we got one. He runs back in. All right, pudding.
Right. I am going to charge. Oops, sorry. What's happening here? Yeah. I'm going. If I were to charge up to here, would I be able to see this guy through? This one that's just attacked through the window. Not the one up top. Through this window over here.
Oh, he hasn't. Well, yeah, you could probably do that. Sure, I would say you have a line there if you did that.
I'm going to run right up to that window.
Okay.
And this
all
is what I'm going.
All of a sudden, the guy looks to it, and you can just see this horrible look on his face as this black mass
seeps into the room.
the window.
This is what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Eldritch Blast, you're a warlock.
Yeah, man. Use blast.
Okay.
Fia kind of freaks out a little bit as this ball of darkness goes past her.
He's just within range of that ability.
Yeah, you see the guy look at you, look at the window. He can't see you. All he sees is this black mass of death. He looks at the mass. He thinks to himself, and he looks over to the guy next to him and goes, "This is unwinnable, man. We've got to get out of here. They're coming in at all sides. We don't have enough to stop them. You idiot! We have to hold them back. That was our orders. There's a panther out there and a bear. Are you kidding?"
Like we've rocked up to the party. We rocked up to the party with a machine gun and a tank.
That's my turn.
All right, that's your turn, Adrian.
Okay. At the start of my turn, Hadrid whistles and then does this hand motion, and Cuddles looks back and just whoops. Well, I flew across the screen and now can't get back. Where was I?
I've told you before, don't magnetize your body and then walk near iron.
Yeah. Cuddles is just going to run around the building, so she's off the map. But she's like back behind the building here-ish.
Okay.
How far can Cuddles run?
50 speed. Dashing is
So
100.
100, yeah.
I was gonna say that's damn quick.
Panther.
And
Yeah,
Hydrid is going to come over to this guy, take a quick peek through the window. Can he
Yeah.
just see anyone out in the
I'll
open?
show you what's in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you need me to make a perception check for anything, I'm not going to.
No,
I'm just
no,
taking
no.
a quick peek.
It
Okay.
didn't require that. You got the guy in front of you, obviously, who fell out
Yeah.
the window. Looking into the room, you see the one of the magic users that's been taking pot shots at the party the whole time. He's kind of standing. Oh, that's why. Okay, he's kind of standing next to the window, preparing his next attack. Right there. Other than that, there's nothing else in the room. Nobody else in the room.
I'm gonna go over to the guy who's prone and just like, I don't really know how to describe this. I'm gonna take out my dagger and basically put it up to his neck and say, if you move, this is going directly into your neck.
Just bonk him unconscious.
Roll an intimidation check.
Oh.
He goes, "I'll see you in hell." Spits at you.
Can I stab him, or was my action to intimidate?
Oh, you can stab him.
Okay.
Stabbing.
Where you
Oh,
dropped
yeah,
the knife.
It's advantage because he's prone.
Oh yeah, that hits. Let's see. I can find the right. Yeah. So you take your dagger, right?
Mhm.
Just slash it in. Goes, oh! You're gonna take me alive. Is that it? Is it your turn?
That's my turn.
All right.
Didn't quite cut his throat.
Nah.
You hear.
Bless you.
In the next room.
Thanks.
All right. So over here, the archer starts to move this way at the captain's orders, trying to move around to the bottom of the building. So he starts moving that way.
Tramples through all the dead bodies.
And he actually gets a pretty decent shot on, well, not that much. Gets a shot at the guy hiding there, just inside the doorway here. So he's going to take a attack. And he's going to miss. He shoots the bow, it just flies in. Ah! Duck! Get out of the way! Curses. You can tell these guards are not professionals.
Not at all.
I don't think any of us are technically professionals either.
I am.
You're more professionals than they are. But
Yes.
All right,
That's a
John.
low
I
bar.
have 20 years of hunting experience.
Yeah, that's
hunting
true.
experience.
So
Not
first,
exactly the
John.
same.
I've got 50 years of just being a druid, but I'm not very good
Basically,
at this.
You're gonna roleplay as you're being yourself
Anyway,
in a
before we
weakened
start
state.
comparing the size of our service, let's.
Okay, so John's gonna go up to this window, and can he enter through the window, or is it too high?
Make a.
Athletics.
Yeah. Well, go with acrobatics for this one. The window's kind of small. You're kind of in heavy armor and stuff. So go ahead.
Can't I just force my way through the window? Like,
Roll the acrobatics.
Make the check.
shit.
He has a dex,
Technically,
doesn't he?
roleplay with -1.
All right, it's not bad. It takes a little bit of finagling, but you manage to get your heavy armor through the window, and you
Clank,
land.
clank, crash, clank. Boom.
You land relatively safe on the other side.
All right.
Considering how big our character tokens are, that bed is gigantic.
So can I? Yeah, that's true. That's like a king size bed. But anyway,
That's a Tivan bear sized bed.
It's a big
Giants in this town.
wait, can I still move?
Yeah.
15 feet long.
By the way,
I'm
you are in complete and utter darkness.
Yes.
Oh,
you have entered the window. I should have warned you. You entered the window, and as you enter the window, you are now unable to see anything.
You've just occurred in darkness.
Oh yeah, I'm
Can we-
also in the range, am I not?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Can we
and
turn on
the
this
same
black
thing.
cloud?
This cloud just came over you, and you cannot see anything.
Oh, so it's not just dark. It's like
It's like someone dipped your head in a
It's black.
It's just
Yeah.
black. Everything's black.
It's basically you've got your eyes closed. It's the blackness
Yeah.
style.
You're blind, basically.
can I
You can still hear and
is
smell.
it like a smog?
No, it's black.
It's
It's
literal
absolutely black.
darkness.
Yeah, it's magical darkness.
Oh,
No
okay.
light goes through it. Dark vision doesn't
And-
help.
Oh.
No,
It is the absence of radiant light energy,
it's a black hole.
and we never see him again.
Okay, so John is gonna go completely straight down
Okay.
until he completes his movement.
Uh,
And then
we're gonna say that getting to the window took about half your movement. So
okay, so I get
You've
here.
got average shoot, yeah, you got 15.
yeah, okay, there you go. Yeah, you
And
walk cautiously, surrounded by darkness.
Well,
do I have the light cantrip?
it
That
won't
doesn't
do
matter.
anything. It
Oh
won't.
yeah, it
The
doesn't
only thing
matter.
that dispels it
Hey,
is
The
like
good thing is
daylight.
you may not see anything, but they
But
can't
they can't
see
see
you
you
either.
either.
They can't see you either. Yes.
Yeah,
They
okay.
probably heard you come in.
Oh yes, you're loud.
Double wearing plate mail.
Clonk.
Or
No,
chain
no,
mail,
he's
Hey.
not
whatever it
wearing
is.
plate
It's
mail.
like he's wearing
It's
the
a ring
lowest
mail.
kind, but
Ring
yeah,
mail.
yeah.
Your cloud is 15 feet, right, Pudding?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So my turn's over. I can't do
Okay.
anything.
That leads to okay. So the ones. So the one over the scout over here, he's just gonna aim his bow. He can't decide whether to aim his bow at the window or at the door at this point. It's getting kind of hairy for him. Scout over here is going to use half his movement to get up, and then he is going to swing at you, Hadrid, with his short sword.
Okay.
That's 12.
Nope.
Actually, hold on, let me check. Make sure that's right. We won't matter. It won't matter for this group. I want to see in the future if I'm doing this right.
At least we don't have enemies with plus 14 saving throws.
No,
anymore.
none of that.
The red
I'm
dragon.
actually being. I think he's actually being very. Yeah, he has a +4 to hit. Yeah, I've only been giving him +2. So it doesn't matter for this one. It won't matter.
Okay.
In the future. Okay, so yeah, he misses you, swings. You just kind of lunge back a little bit. He's still giving you a snarling look. You don't know what you did to this guy, but he is not going down.
You stabbed him.
He is not gonna take.
I did stab him.
Well, you did after he basically spit in your face and said whatever.
As you do.
So he is. That's his move. The guy over here is going to try to retaliate at the archer that shot at him.
Sorry, Victor, we're getting more road noise.
Okay, I'm gonna mute myself.
It's not too bad though.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's just my headphones are quite sensitive, so whenever I hear it, like,
Yeah,
I turn the
that
volume
is
down
gonna
as
miss.
well. Yeah.
You see another arrow fly out from the door. The archer kind of ducks out of the way out here as it flies into some of the burning tents over here. Archer scouts.
This is why Tavan is as far away from the fire as possible.
At least to them. Not doing anything at the moment. Okay. Fia, it's your turn.
Okay.
You are surrounded by darkness, but you are on the peripheral, so it's
Yeah,
like
I mean, I
part
know.
of its light.
No, I kind of saw the darkness going like past me up, like north. So I'm just gonna take a few like steps south, and then I can
Yes.
see.
Oh, look. Now behind you, there's just this wall of black.
Yeah, I'm totally freaked out by that. So I am going to. That probably took me like 5 feet of movement. So I can get
You can
up
see
to.
a dead body here, a dead body down there. Abe is not Abe. Sorry, Hadron's in combat with this guy up here.
This door isn't open, isn't it?
No, that door is closed at the moment.
Hang on, I would
The
be
store is
here
closed.
actually.
For a second there, I thought you said the store isn't
store?
open.
The store is.
I'm like, I'm going shopping.
Why is there no shopkeepers
Not
around?
right now.
These
Okay.
burning corpses.
Well, I am going to. I'm kind of like see this guy swinging at Hadrid and gonna go, oi! You don't do this. You don't do this. Hang on, so I'm gonna. Just...
These are the best insults. I'm loving
Yeah,
that.
it's like, it's like,
I'm
Hey.
tired.
oi! Don't
suck.
do that. Don't do
Hey,
that.
don't you
honestly-
do this. I'm
On-
telling on you.
I'm not even trying. I'm tired. Sorry.
You notice the words that come out of your mouth. You know, he kind of looks at you, and then he's like this hurt expression on his face. Yeah, he took some damage.
Yay!
My soul.
He's like, whatever.
Oh god, it's awful.
Good. Yeah, I think that's all I can do for now.
All right, so it is 5 o'clock. We're at the top of the turn order.
We could probably finish this off if you wanted.
Let's can everyone keep going? Can we try and speed it up, finish this off?
I can keep going, but it depends on if the GM.
Yeah, I don't want to keep people up. Some people are really late. I've actually got to leave here soon.
Yeah. I mean, not like
So-
I have done anything for the past 2 hours other than trash talk, so.
That's
Sorry
Cronus for you.
about that.
Cronus is going to end up having the entire session next time having to deal with whatever shit he's found on the other end of town, so don't worry.
Yeah.
It's been like
Rich is gonna sit
Or,
here, yeah.
well, or more